We're going to get the lyrics slower on the screen.
I don't know, I just miss Dan Thomas.
I miss Dan Thomas. Tonight's show is dedicated to Dan Thomas. Two lost lambs holding hands. Not a man, understand. He's the daddy son of Sam and he found the Lord of Pain. Dark words over her nipple twist, rug burn, demon bird, demon bird, me and Stevie Gutenberg lie in the lake of fire. I'm going down. Satan, can you hear me? We are on our way. I'd just like to get out praise today. There's the Agglide way. That's the show. Yeah. Welcome. And you're so welcome to the show. Yeah, we got a subscriber.
Excited.
I've got to move that down because the camera stopped working again. I don't know. There we go. Funky Bob's, Will Mill, Dan Thomas 2020 unfortunately got blocked. Here's the thing, right? You played up for the camera in I'm a Celebrity. I don't know if he knows this. I'm a Celebrity is a TV show.
Yeah.
We were paid lots of money to be entertaining. I guess you're talking about the crying and stuff. We were paid lots of money to, thank you, Steve Anchos, to play up to the cameras.
Yeah.
That's literally what we were there to do.
Otherwise, it would be called a holiday and there wouldn't be a camera on.
Have I just closed Streamlabs? No,
you haven't. But just a little lesson
you.
to everyone before we get to Friday, because there will be another Friday and there will be more people queued up to throw themselves upon my
they're all subscribing.
minuscule mercy. If you are planning to start a sentence in the stream with not being funny, mate, or just being honest, or you're going to hashtag it just saying, don't, because you'll get just banned.
Novice says, Ian, you don't look like your picture in Retro Gamer magazine. It's a lovely little drawing. I see if I can. Oh, they're upstairs, the Retro Gamers. It's a lovely little drawing that someone did when I first started writing for them about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I look a lot younger. And yeah, this is the green screen, tonight's green screen. I hope you are enjoying. Welcome to the show. Thank you. Well, let's do it, Rob. Thank you. Dangra, big up the TL. Big up the TLA.
Mad Sainty 70s resubscribed for 7 months in a row.
This is what we're talking about. Big show tonight. First of all, I tweeted last week that I think I'm tweeting too. Thank you so much, Evil Pixie Boy. I tweeted last week that I was tweeting too much. So what happened to me on Saturday night?
Well, didn't you get locked out of your Twitter account?
I'm locked out of Twitter. So I did a couple of tweets from the old rabbit hole thing just because I thought I had to say something.
Oh, that was you, was it?
Yeah. But I'm locked out of Twitter. This was Saturday night because I was trying to. I've set up the 2FA authentication, which is just a nuisance, right? And I've got a new laptop. Thank you, Retro Ed. And I tried to log in on my new laptop Saturday night, and it said, "Oh, you're trying to log in from a new computer, so we're going to send you a text to the number ending 30." Well, I don't have that phone number anymore. No. So then I logged in on my phone, where I'm logged in all the time, to change my number, right? Thank you, Hatterlock. A lot of subs tonight. Thank you.
Oh, it's the end of the month, isn't it?
End of the month. Get them in. So then, I tried to I logged in on my phone, and I tried to change my phone number. No, I think I tried to change.
Get your story straight.
No, I can't quite remember. I tried to change the password. Why would I do it? Anyway, I got another thing on my phone saying, that was it. My phone then said, "We've noticed someone's tried to log in on another device. So to check it's you, we're going to send you a code to the phone number ending 30.
What's going on in the background there? It's like green screening.
Is green screening? Well, I put the Father Christmas house there.
Oh.
I went and bought a load of...
wait, because it's when it phases. Look there. What's going on there?
Oh, look at that!
It looks like there's a magical wood about to
appear.
appear.
Look at that. I've got magical wood. Look at that!
Narnia.
Let's have a look. There we go. Let's have a look. Look very carefully, guys. Hang on, if we do...
there it comes. There it is.
Hang on. If we do... Look at that. I was thinking a lot how on Blue Peter...
Yeah.
on Play School, they used to do a thing where they would have like an easel, and then they'd have like a tin of household emulsion.
Right.
And they go, we're going to paint. And they paint, and then like a picture of a leopard would appear. It's the one with the spots.
It is,
and it was always a house. Of course, it was blue screen. Then they used blue screen. It was blue screen. I only just worked out how they did it the other day. Anyway, so I got locked out of my Twitter account. So I've emailed Twitter. You can email if you get locked out. So I emailed them, and then they sent back a thing saying, if you're locked out, if you can't log in, try these things. Well, it was all nonsense. And it said, if you still can't get in, reply to this. So Saturday, reply to this email. We'll sort you out. I've replied to nothing.
Gosh.
Nothing. So I'm locked out of Twitter. And yesterday I had the most productive... have a Chinese, Tommy. Yesterday I had the most productive... No, not even productive. Thank you, Jim and Dasha. I had the most satisfying day I've had in ages. I need to check my phone because I did ask Will Guyatt to sort it out, but he's not got back. I had the most satisfying day I've had in ages. Partly because I didn't have Twitter. It was great.
It is a massive distraction. I think I read less because of having Twitter on my phone.
Well, yesterday I watched... I've got some... So today... We got... Calm down. This is the late night alternative.
I could come.
Thank you, King Mike UK.
King Mike UK can't
This is
calm
an incredible
down.
start. Damn, Brad FC. I'm Iain Lee. I stole some strawberries in the jungle, and I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. You all.
Yeah.
I was singing that today, Dave. You all, everybody. You all, everybody. As I brought the shopping in, for some reason I was singing. You all, everybody. What's that from?
No idea.
Lost. We're gonna watch an episode of Lost later at some point, not tonight.
Yeah.
I stole some strawberries in the jungle. Who are you? And I've been meaning to ask you this for the last 4 months, and I've just not got around to it.
My name's Catherine Boyle. I worked
Let me
with
take some
Iain
notes.
on the radio in 2 different places, and still he persists in wanting to work with me because I am brilliant.
Okay, I didn't hear any of that. I just drew a picture of some boobs. We present a phoning show. It's the only phoning show on Twitch. I don't even care if that's true anymore because you can just lie about anything. It's the only phone-in show on Twitch. Try us. Skype is open now. 0203 286 6370 is the phone number. Look, someone. Oh no. What? No. What? Sunday. Someone called me Sunday. Let's have a little listen.
You love it, you dog.
You love it, you dirty dog. 0203 286 6370.
They know him so well.
But we have themed days now.
Yeah.
What is Mondays?
SOS.
Shonky old shows or old shows.
Yeah.
If you're that way inclined. And we will watch some old shows tonight.
Fair point, sorry, from the chat. Ice Cream Gravity wears a ticker along the bottom to tell people what our phone number is. That would be kind of important, wouldn't it now?
I tell you what it is. It's because this camera stopped working. So I've had to move everything around. There we go. That should do it. And this should bring the AS logo. The camera works or not. Hello, James.
How are you doing? You okay?
I'm all right, thank you. What you got?
Well, I wanted to apologise to you, Iain. Last week I called up and I was talking about what I'd been up to. And the way I was talking about it wasn't helpful for... I don't know, I just didn't consider you in it. And you ended the call because... of the way I was talking. I just felt ashamed I was talking like that. And I didn't think about your recovery at all or people listening. It just wasn't good. And I just wanted to phone up and say sorry for that.
That apology is gratefully accepted. Thank you. And funnily enough, when I saw your... If we're being congruent and authentic, when I saw your name pop up on... I had thought about that call a lot over the weekend. A bit. And I'm not saying this in any way to tell you off. I'm just being honest, okay? And you've come in and you've apologised, and that's incredible, and I really appreciate that a lot. But when I saw your name flash up, I got really angry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. You've apologised. The apology is done. But I got really angry because I thought I'm going to have to say something about what happened. But the fact that you have apologised, and it was obviously a considered and a genuine apology, that's taken the sting out of it. So thank you, man. That means a lot.
Oh, bless you. I was going to call on Friday, but I was smoking up and I thought, this ain't good. I've started to engage with recovery content.
Yes.
I'm not quite ready for it. So I'm still in a mindset where until I'm on a proper come down, I'm glorifying it and thinking it's okay. And that's not a helpful stage for other people when I'm talking. It's not a forum for it, I guess what I'm saying. And I use it as that. And obviously, if it's affected you over the weekend, I'm sorry for that as well.
No, that's right. It's just that it's all good. So I'm just trying to I'm just doing something with the graphics here.
I wanted to say I saw you on the chase on the weekend.
I was on the chase on the weekend. Yeah, that's nuts, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. Hey, you smashed it, and
I totally did.
You did really good, and you know what? It was refreshing to see someone on there, not like sheepish, and you just seemed really comfortable and enjoy it. And like, yeah, it was good. It was good.
I love gigs like that because it's like I've fallen in the telly, and I know that when I'm on shows that I know my mum likes, I love it. I love it because I'm just showing off to my mum, and it feels like I've fallen in the telly. Imagine waking up and suddenly you're on the chase. Yeah. That's what happened to me, and it was I wasn't going to let that go. I was going to love every second of it.
I couldn't play it back because I ain't got one of them fancy TVs. But did you ask the chaser out for your mum or something?
My mum liked. I think it was the Beast she fancied. I can't remember. But then it wasn't the Beast. It was one of the girls. But I said to her that my mum will be disappointed because she fancies the Beast. But actually, she's quite forward thinking. So I don't know if you're free. It was that kind of cheeky fun.
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay, your phone has gone absolutely shocking, James. I don't quite know why, but thank you.
Thanks, James. We're getting reports of things crawling up the door frame. It's not things crawling up.
Watch the green screen now.
I know exactly what it is.
Watch the green screen now. Watch it. Just watch.
But what's happening is the little green laser lights look like bugs crawling up your wall.
It's great, isn't it?
Wait.
No, I think that's green. No. That's green screen that's doing it. Yeah. That's
no, but it's those lights because they're green.
Yeah, exactly. So it's you're seeing what's underneath the paint, the paint job. Novice FPS. Thank you. I write for Retro Gamer, and it's one of my favourite gigs, and I absolutely love it. And it's a thrill. And I'm trying new headphones. I'm trying like in-ear.
Well snazzy, don't they?
And that's the thing is, because when I do TV, I have an earphone in my right ear. And it would always pop out, and no one knows why. And this is doing it. So it has to be the shape of my ear.
Have you got an unusually shaped hole?
It has to be. Is this going to work tonight? Yeah. It has to be the shape of... It's this cusp. It's the cusp, not the hole.
You've not got a lot of ear roll there, have you? You haven't got very wide ears.
None of my family have got lobes, and they all think I'm weird for having lobes. And I think they're weird. So that's that sorted. Gilsey, thank you for gifting the sub. So Mondays, what do we do Mondays?
SOS Mondays, shonky old shows. So we have a look on YouTube and find things that we haven't seen for ages.
Did we finish
that
episode? Because we've got 2 episodes of Make Slough Happen. We didn't finish that one, so we'll do that tonight. We'll definitely finish that episode. We probably won't do the other episodes.
We're still on that weird team building day in Make Slough Happen.
We'll do that. I think changing rooms... We might do a change rooms. I think
we were running out, weren't we?
There's a few more. Well, we got shows to watch, so we're cool with that. We might choose a couple tonight and then let you vote on it. Tomorrow it is Tuesday Club, and it's a little bit spiritual, a little bit thoughtful. So we've got our friend Kate Garn, who's a musician, coming on. Don't know if she's going to sing or not. I've not asked her to, but she does great, like, sort of old Cockney knees up sing-alongs.
Proper piano.
And she's brilliant, and it's in her blood. Her dad is Chaz from Chaz and Dave, who was one of the nicest men. I was so lucky I got to meet him a couple of times and interview him and play with him. And I wouldn't normally mention, who a guest's dad was, but I think it is important. I mean, she won't be embarrassed or mind me mentioning it at all, but I think it's important because that kind it runs through the blood.
Because Chaz was a great musician, because his mum was a great musician, and it's just something
that
they as a family they do it.
And she does these kind of Cockney, not quite Cockney, that's underselling it, but she does these kind of sing-alongs on the side. She's brilliant. So she's coming on. We've also got a guided meditation.
Oh, good.
And I cannot remember the name.
Lemon.
It's Lemon O Lemon. Seize the lemon.
My lemons are
my
lemony.
lemons are lemony. She's coming on tomorrow to do a guided meditation. I'm so excited about that. I did a meditation today, and thank you very much, Ranger Elite. And it's going to be great. And I think we're going to do kind of spiritually stuff on Tuesdays, and we're going to get some more guided if you know anyone that does guided meditations, thank you, Smirky Grunt. Please email us don't ask them to email us because I want to check them out. We want to check them out first. So email us with their Twitch or their Twitter or something like that, and more yoga and stuff like that.
Yeah, just stuff that is about embracing life. So like the other day we had the guys from Filmcast, so it was about the senses and treating yourself in that kind of way. So it's going to be all kinds of different things.
Sorry to interrupt. Jam Shackle's just gifted 5 subs.
Good grief,
Thank you, Jam Shuttle.
Thanks. That's
thank
very
you.
kind.
Thank you. Does that mean we have to hear that 5 times?
Yes.
Yes, it does. Okay, right. Well, that's unfortunate, Jam Shuttle. Thank you. So that is so. If you know anybody, any more yoga people, maybe a bit of Tai Chi, meditation, someone to read the tarot. That'd be quite nice.
Oh, we know someone who would do it.
Who? Me?
No, the lady we spoke to on Halloween.
yeah.
I'm sure she'd be up for it.
Anything like that. Email us, and you are invited to take part in the guided meditation. 15 minutes we've asked for, so it's just the right amount. You'll love it.
Richard Taylor, 1970. I think you're joking. You better be, because that man is coming nowhere near.
Claire, 1973. Thank you for the sub. Wednesday is would you like to explain? Because you've kind of taken control of Wednesday.
Right. The game that will we're not supposed to be playing board games this Christmas, but people do love it. It's called Cluedo, right? It's not that.
We're not doing Cluedo for copyright reasons.
We're
completely
going to be
different.
playing Hoodo.
Hoodo.
And what I've done is I've got this game here, Murder at the Manor. It's one of those dinner party games where you invite people around and dress up, and
Nothing would please me wrong.
Thinly veiled orgy invitation. But this one looks fun, and I thought maybe we could play it. But it's how we adapt it for the stream.
So we might look at that tonight. But we would ideally have like 4 or 6 of you on Zoom playing the characters. So maybe if you want to call in and kind of volunteer for that tonight, so that we can do it on Wednesday, and we'd love it if you dressed up a little bit.
Yeah, can I tell you some of the characters?
Go on, see if anybody's grabbed. I had a pen here. I'm getting my speakers. I ain't got tiny speakers, but I'm going to get them put on the wall, and we're going to tidy all this up. Have you got a pen, Boyley?
Yeah, I had one in my pocket. That one. Right, here we go. So let's see. Invite your guests. 14 character sheets, host guide, who done it slips.
Sorry?
Oh, of course you'll do it. You don't even know what we're going to do.
Yeah, well, the first person that we need, Lee, is someone to eat a sandwich made out of poo.
Done it already.
All right, fair play. All right, so
Lee will be in.
Hoodo. All right, let's go through the characters, Lee, and see if any of these tickle your pickle. All right?
Hang on.
Right.
Let me just check.
So we want about 4 or 6, I reckon, would be good.
We got. You can be whoever you want to be, because there's male characters and female characters, but I mean, who cares?
Are there any characters that are exactly like me already?
Blanche Batters, the cook.
I could be a cook, yeah, I'm good at that.
D Minor is a musician, violinist. Dr. Fumbles, the village doctor. M. Fatal is the widow of the deceased. Ford Escort, the driver. General Custard. Not
it's
mustard.
like a killing a bee with a bazooka.
Inspector Deneau is, because he's
okay. Is this going to be? How complicated is this game going to be?
Misty Visions. No, this is great. This book, because you don't have to have everyone. Right. It's flexible and it's different every time.
Lee, have you heard anybody?
Reverend will be done.
Okay, I think we've said enough things. Who would you like to be, Lee?
I've been pigeonholed as an actor in my career. Someone who's just like me. I could be a driver or a chef.
Driver. What's the driver called?
I mean, I don't do either of those things, but I could
He's called Ford Escort.
Ford Escort, the driver.
Right.
All right.
Because I'll need to send you some stuff, so we'll need your email address.
So this is Wednesday's show, and if this works, this will become a regular thing. Now, we are expecting it to be an absolute nightmare.
It's going to be a shambles, yeah.
We're looking for people 18 and over for this. It's going to be an absolute car crash. But if it goes well and we iron out the kinks and the small faces, then this could become a regular thing, Lee.
Paying job. Got it. Understand.
No.
No, loud and clear, Ian. Loud and clear.
Absolutely no.
No pay.
No pay. No, but the winner, and I don't know what that means in the context of this game, the winner will win a free piece of TLNA merchandise from Scott Balcony himself.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. So that could happen.
I'm up for it, yeah.
All right, Lee.
Character.
Okay.
Ford Escort now.
Can I cut you off now?
Yeah, of course.
Lovely, thank you very much indeed.
Coronavirus.
Oh, Jesus. Well, it's £20.
We don't want it anymore. It's the coronavirus. Take it away. It's the coronavirus. Go away. I can't stand it anymore. Please take it away. I can't forget the time I heard you say. It's the coronavirus, take it away. Oh, don't go outside anymore till it's gone.
I don't know.
We don't want it anymore.
Don't we don't?
It's the coronavirus, take it away. We don't want it anymore. Please God, take it away.
I've almost got it. So 0203 286 6370. We're taking submissions for people that are around Wednesday night that can play Whodo.
So we need to get Lee's email address. I cannot stress that enough, Lee.
Lee, could you message us your email address,
Messagez-vous.
please? Merci beaucoup. So that's Wednesday. Thursday, it's that silly quiz that we do.
Yeah.
Friday, it's Judgment Day. Oh, Friday, of course. It's All rise for Judge Boyle's Judgment Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, the court is now in session. We got 4 already lined up.
Wow. But also on Friday, we got very, very special guests coming on. Who here has seen the incredible television series that we've been banging on about a lot? Bret Michaels from Poison, Rock of Love. Anybody seen that? Because, you know, Bret Michaels
From Poison.
from Rock of Love, he is not coming on this show, but Lacey from Bret Michaels season 1 is coming on the show.
Season 2 as a guest star.
And season 3. The Anonymous Tim's on season 3. Oh my God, what a season. What a season. So Lacey's coming on Friday, which is going to be a lot. So that's the week. That's an actual busy.
It's going to be fun.
Busy week.
Oh, and we've got some brilliant ideas. We had the production meeting with the tier 3s over the
Oh,
weekend.
that was good, man.
Some flipping brilliant ideas, which have led me. My Amazon order list looks like someone spiked my brew, frankly.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah, I've ordered all kinds of stuff, which I cannot wait to put into action. You wait.
We've got some great ideas coming up, and I don't want to give any details, but Pete, thanks a lot, mate. Thanks for absolutely nothing. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. I'm going to play some adverts because that's how we feed our kids. If you don't want to see the adverts, subscribe. There we go. Right.
By the way, you can subscribe for free if you've got Amazon Prime. It all comes out of that pot.
Yeah, that is a Vectrex in the back. This is wonky, right? It slopes down that way.
It makes me look even smaller.
I think it is. So if the camera's sloping that way, do I need to tilt this? I need to tilt this side up, right? No.
Other way.
Whoa! No, I got it that way. Ah! I've buggered it. It's tricky, isn't it?
Oh, it turns out, yeah.
You taking the mic?
A bit, if I'm honest.
I've changed something.
Lan says, I'm sorry, but the new unban request made me laugh. Roll on Friday. See, I don't look at them beforehand because I want you to get my absolute gut reaction. And boy, oh boy.
You don't want my absolute gut reaction.
Oh my God, his guts. I'm not going to tell you what happened before the show.
I farted so hard that I did a bit of a wee in my trousers. That's the true story. That's straighter, isn't it?
Is it?
I know.
I look almost as tall as you now.
It's a ghost.
Oh, no more. Come on. I have to sit you on a commode.
I've got it too tight there. There we go. That's it.
Yeah, it's it. Do you know what? Look, I've got both shoulders in.
Big boy update. I haven't seen him. I think he's off being free. I haven't seen him. So he's off being free. Stevie, thank you for the sub. I have found a great show. So I went to saw Stephen Page, Bare Naked Ladies, for the first time in ages.
Not in real life, just on the computer.
Yeah, and it was so good, wasn't it? You joined as well. Lino was there, and it was absolutely brilliant. And he recommended a TV show. Mm-hmm. And when Stephen Page recommends something, I check it out. And this show is called How To with John Wilson.
Well, he said it was like Nathan for You, and we watched that, and that was good.
Well, here's the thing. On Amazon, a 13-disc box set of all episodes of Nathan for You, outtakes and commentaries for £30. That's coming to me very, very soon, because I've only watched a few from a hooky streaming website. So I want to do it all. Nathan for You is great, right? But so this How To with John Wilson, it's kind of like a documentary thing, but you don't see the guy. He's just doing it with camera.
Right.
And I thought, this is fun. He's playing a nerdy, geeky guy, and it's a little bit...
Bit Louis Theroux?
Bit Louis Theroux, but he's obviously playing someone borderline, on a spectrum.
Right.
And then, like 5 minutes into the first one, he meets someone. I can't remember what the first one's about, but he meets someone. And, it's about small talk. And so he goes to a wrestling match and interviews people in the car park.
Yeah.
About small talk. And then this guy goes, "Yeah, I'm into small talk." He goes, "I'm." What, I can't remember. He talked. Oh, I wonder if I can find it because I just remembered how he gets into it, and it's so beautifully done. Let's go to. It's such a good show. I've done all 6 episodes.
Your sister's offering to get you that box set for Christmas.
Too late. I've bought it. I bought it.
You're not supposed to buy yourself anything from now till Christmas.
I sent her a list of books.
Oh.
So what's it called? What did I say this program was called? How To
with John
Wilson. Mm-hmm. Humankind. Oh, this is the trailer. I mean, I can't show the foreskin thing. I phoned you up showing you the foreskin thing.
Yes, and you didn't even say hello. I just got that.
I can't do that. Right. So have some of this.
HBO is having a hard time explaining what my show is, so I just figured that I'd just try to do it myself. Usually the host of a TV show is right in front of the camera, and you can see exactly where the voice is coming from, which I guess people like. But in my show, you never really see the host. And that's because I'm actually behind the camera the whole time, filming everything you see. So instead of having to stare at me for the whole program, you get to see all the cool stuff that I like to film instead, which I think makes it a lot more exciting to watch. I spent a lot of time walking around New York, trying to find the answers to some of life's biggest questions. Sometimes I talk to people that I meet out in public and ask them for their advice. Other times I'll just open up a door and see what's on the other side. And every now and then I leave town for a couple of days and explore what other cities have to offer. But at the end of the day, I always come right back. It's kind of like that show Planet Earth, but if it was only in New York and David Attenborough was forced to film everything himself. So stick with me, and I'll show you how to solve problems that you didn't even know you had. Because even if it looks like you've got it all figured out, there's always a million ways to get it wrong.
It's so good.
Oh no.
They drop a dead body! Watch this, they drop a dead body! Watch! Here's the thing. It's not that. It isn't that. That makes it look a little bit quirky and a bit wacky. And it's not. So it starts off. And I thought, this is kind of cute. You hear the character he's playing. Then 5 minutes into the first one, he's talking about humankind.
Yeah.
And he goes to a philosopher. Do you think humankind can make a comeback? Well, if humankind can overcome global warming and the threat of nuclear destruction, and goes on like that. Then he says, I'm going to go and ask someone at a wrestling match. So he asks this guy, can humankind make a comeback? No, man, he's past it. He's going to get his ass kicked tonight. No, I mean actual human. Oh, you mean actual humankind? And then this guy, and this is where it turned for me, and I thought this is genius. Then the guy said...
I could come.
He didn't.
But he might as well have.
Thank you, BAPT, for the sub. And thank you, Harsh, for the sub. And thank you, Matty, for the sub. He said, I'm a paedophile hunter.
Oh.
Because, for real? Yeah, I'm a paedophile hunter. My name's Mr. 14950. I paused it. I Googled Mr. 14950, real person. And I thought, this is great, because I couldn't work out what was real or not. This is great. So I'm in. Then in episode 3, no spoilers, you realise that John Wilson isn't playing a character. That's him. The little spoiler. He goes, ever since was young, I've been writing down everything I've done. And it goes to his diary. And his diary, he's divided into little boxes. And he will literally write down, had 4 rashers of bacon today.
Okay.
Dropped my milkshake outside McDonald's. He writes down everything. And once you see that, you go, aha, I see. This is a real human being. And it's wonderful. And it also looks like it's a wacky kind of show, right? Oh my God. Hang on. What's this?
But even after you've touched and goed, your problems still might not be over.
It's Carl McLaughlin.
So if you can't make it onto the subway, just open.
Anyway,
He tried that too many times, didn't he?
it looks wacky, and it starts off wacky. And I showed you a thing with a man who was anti circumcision, so he's invented a machine to pull his skin around his penis so it creates a new foreskin.
Don't try it at home.
He's written a concept album about it as well.
Don't listen to it at home.
But it's really got heart. It's really got heart. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And it is produced by Nathan Fielder. How To with John Wilson. There's 6 episodes, 25 minutes each. I had to watch it on a hooky website. I'm not going to put the link in here because I'm not allowed. Obviously, that would be terrible to promote it. And also, it was a very, very naughty website with naughty pop-ups all the time.
Pop-outs.
But it's pop-ups. It's beautiful. It's funny. It's not as wacky as that trailer makes it look. And it's got heart, man. It's really, really got heart. As he's filming it, coronavirus happens,
right.
And he starts incorporating that. I'm not giving away anything, thing, but it is great. I'm gonna try. I mean, it's unlikely because I think he's just about to take off. I am going to try and get him on here. I'm certainly going to invite him on here. I think we can watch this. We'll watch one more trailer, okay? Don't worry, this one's safe. I wonder if he's got the scene with the pigeon in the bag. We'll watch one more trailer. We'll see if I can find the pigeon with the bag, and then we'll start the show proper.
Yeah,
I just think I'm going to watch it with you because I want to watch it again because I've missed bits. I think you're going to like it. I really think you're going to like it. Right, let's just see this trail for it. I was so overjoyed when I found it. Stephen Page was bang on. I would say this is better. It's Joe Serra, isn't it? And we started watching that. I liked it, but it made me a little uncomfortable. This, I think, is Pera. Is it Pera? Sarah? Pera. I preferred this.
Hey, New York. There are countless opportunities to make small talk in a big city. It can be extremely rewarding if you know how to do it right. So do you have strong thoughts about scaffolding?
No, not at the moment.
Is there a place I can go where referees hang out? Do you know a good recipe for risotto?
Pardon me?
Do you cover your own furniture at home?
No.
Do you know why these are so blown up?
Alright, this is as high as we can go.
Is it more authentic to have your foreskin? Is it a sin if I cheat on my taxes? Was I making you uncomfortable?
No. Actually, yeah, a little bit.
Have you ever had a pet that died?
How much is the chicken?
Do you think mankind is going to make a comeback? The world is full of people that need to get something off their chest. So buckle up, baby, because things are about to get pretty wild.
It's so beautiful. You're going to love it. If you like this rubbish, You're going to love it. It comes from the same place. It's really thoughtful, intelligent, heartfelt, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. If I find a legit, I mean, it's on HBO in the States. If anyone can find a legitimate place,
it's a matter of time, isn't it, before it gets on Netflix or Amazon or something?
I would hope so. But then Nathan Fielder didn't get. I mean, it's HBO, so HBO has their own streaming service
right
over there. I think I had another recommendation, but I don't know what it was. I've been watching a lot of Fritz Perls talk.
Yeah,
that's Gestalt.
You feel like you've had a revelation.
I've had an epiphany. So I've been watching Fritz Perls, like old videos of Fritz Perls, who's the guy who, along with his wife Laura Perls, who never gets mentioned, invented Gestalt therapy, which is quite. It's all about being in the now. A lot of dream analysis, being in the now, and it's slightly more confrontational. So if you
put your hand to your mouth there, I'm wondering why you're now covering yourself
there we go.
up.
So you do that
kind of thing.
You do that, but also if you say, when I was a kid, I felt bad. Okay, so you felt bad as a kid. How do you feel about it now? And there's some great videos of Fritz Perls in like the late 60s and 70s. Very smoky atmosphere. And there's a great bit where it goes, I would like. He's giving a lecture basically, but in this kind of. Do you mind if I show a little bit?
I don't mind.
Do you mind if I show a little bit?
Go for it.
I'm aware I'm hogging this at the moment, but I've kind of watched a lot of stuff this weekend. I'll show you.
Yeah, because instead of streaming, you decided that you were just going to indulge.
Yourself. Yeah, I was
in a healthy way.
Well, this is part of the thing. So I was watching some of this on Saturday. So we did with Gloria Fritz Perls Awareness. I think it's this one. Don't quite know what year. I know that in the video from 1970, he's got very short hair. I don't know when this is from, but he has very long hair. There we go. Here's the guy. So it's all very smoky, right? And he's very serious. An old German guy, and there's one bit that's so out of character where he goes, "I would like now to introduce some technical language. What happened there is known as a mind fuck." But look at this. So this is incredible.
Being aware of what's going on. Except if we now reduce this anticipation to the ongoing process, and we do it with the quest of how. How covers all possible means of behavior. How do you experience waiting?
I experience waiting as right at this moment as a tremendous tension here. Definitely tension throughout my whole body.
This is not quite the right one. Let me find it because it's amazing.
Plus a certain...
It's amazing what happens. Fritz Perls. What is Gestalt? Is it this? It might be... I mean, these videos are great. Is it this? No, that's that dude. That's not it. Bear with me. Well, it's worth it. It's not that. It's not Madeline's Dream. Although Madeline's Dream is good. It's the one. I'm not going to have to find it. Look. How do you find what you've been looking for? History. Oh, there we go. You see, this is all just things about Gestalt and existentialism I've been watching. Saturday. Oh! I got to play... Do you guys know the Dan Band? Did you play that Total Eclipse of the Heart?
No.
Oh no! Let me.
You sent me that link just so I was in the middle of something with the kids, and I completely
Here
forgot.
we go. Right, we got a lot to get through tonight. We got a lot. Hang on a minute. Have some of this. So this is
somewhat general ideas how to work on your.
Here we go. So he gets a volunteer. These are all students, right? And he gets his volunteer out.
James
I feel
McAvoy.
the pain in my feet from having jumped up. That's a real feeling.
Here we go. We go back a bit, right? Here we go. We go back a
I see
bit.
people in the room.
So we've got this guy. Watch this. This is incredible, man. This is 70. Let's say 1970.
Phoniness, you're going to tell us where it's all at.
So there's another thing in Gestalt is you have chair work, where you will have a chair and you've got something you want to say to your dad, say it to your dad. Okay, now you go and sit in the chair and be your dad and say it back to you. It sounds wanky. It seems to have amazing results, and you can also do it with feelings and stuff.
You know that
so he's talking to
that
phoniness.
we only know fragments, that we know about crying, smiling, that we know about certain facets of ourselves. But you know everything.
Has he shaved that moustache down the middle? What's
no,
going on there?
it's
That's
just
how it grows.
I think that some men, have trouble there. Yes, it's
I wouldn't bother,
unusual.
would you?
No. So then he goes and sits in the chair to be phoniness, right?
Well, it's those little phony games that I'm going to play with all your heads.
So we get to the bit where we...
But they just might mean something. It's up to you.
Here we go. So we go forward a bit.
That's big.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some smiling may be possible, isn't it?
Okay. It's beautiful other polarity, phoniness versus being real, authentic. Now, let's finish up by putting your smirk in the chair. Talk to your smirk.
Talk to your smirk.
I don't like you. But you had crooked teeth behind that. And when they were fixed, you tried to smile. I'd rather see you than what you had before. It was a snarl. Those fucking Germans.
There we go.
Those...
Hey! Okay.
Now that's come from nowhere, right? It's talking about smirking and authenticity. The whole thing about Gestalt is people are being fake. Stop being a phony. I want to get to you. And he'll aggravate you to the point where you get angry and goes,
there you are.
Now you're being authentic, right? And from nowhere.
You tried to smile. I'd rather see you than what you had before. It was a snarl. Those fucking Germans.
He's German.
Those...
And I'm watching this thinking, what? Where has this come from? And it goes on to talk about, this is about 1970, he's about 30, and he goes on, his name's Marek, and he talks about being in Warsaw, remembering at the age of 5, Nazis coming and knocking on the door to take his dad away, or something like that. And you think, my God, that's 1970, right? That's 3 years before I was born, but my mum and dad were active then. That's how close the war was. And he's that close to it, man. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So I was watching a lot of that, and he talks about we all write our own script.
Right. So does that play into that idea that we don't really have control over our behaviour? We just make up a story around why we did stuff afterwards?
No, he is suggesting we have control.
Right.
He is suggesting we have control and that we make our own script. Right. We write our own script. Like you had control on Saturday night because you wanted to watch a film on the screen, or Sunday night.
Yeah.
But the girls were doing something else, and you felt a bit deflated because the girls were doing something else. And I said, well, you're the buzz. You're the buzz. You have the ability to change that, and create an enjoyable experience for you and them, or go along with what has already been set and be a bit resentful. You had the choice.
Yeah.
And which one did you go for? You went for the fun.
Yeah, I went for something that would please everybody.
And
me.
And this is what I did. This is why I had a great day yesterday. Partly because I didn't have Twitter, I wrote my own script, and the script I wrote yesterday was loving for me. It was caring for me. It was fun. I watched a couple of movies. I watched the brilliant Palm Springs film. It's the guy from Lonely Island. It's Groundhog Day.
Right.
It's good. Oh, it's a good film. He gets caught in a time loop and he's at a wedding. Oh,
you like time loops.
It's a good film. If you've not seen it, it's a great film. So I watched that. I watched a Tim Heidecker thing that was okay. I watched the John Wilson thing. I tidied up this place. It may not look tidy, but this is so much tidier to me. And I wrote my own script yesterday and today.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was great.
What I found really interesting is what you said about on Saturday, you were thinking, oh, I'm really bored, maybe I'll stream.
Yeah.
And then the thought process as to why you didn't.
Well, Saturday I because I was worried about using drugs, so I kind of gritted my teeth and got through Saturday, and I slept a lot. I didn't really do it in NA way. It would have been more advisable to reach out to some fellows and to go to meetings. Instead, I kind of hunkered down and I slept. Well, that's okay. I got through it. But Sunday, I was sat here thinking, I should stream. And one of the things that you have made me aware of, which I've been thinking about a lot, is, what is it? Because I always get it slightly confused when I try and...
Well, what I noticed was the same thing with, the same reason why you apologise for oversharing on Twitter as you see it as oversharing, is because you look for validation from other people, from strangers.
Yeah.
But then you don't believe it.
Yeah.
Because it's not real. And so, but rather than reaching out to someone who is in your life and that knows you, it's the stranger thing. And it kind of has sort of little reflections across a lot of your life and some of the problems you've had.
And so yesterday I thought I should stream. I thought, why? I'm only doing it to get positivity from you. I thought, I'm actually quite...
But you didn't want to do it.
I didn't really want to do it. I just wanted validation from you. Hey, Ollie. And I thought, no, I'm going to sit with me and see what it feels like to sit with me all day. And it was all right. It was all right.
You saw what you wanted to do.
Yeah. And I had a session with my counsellor today. I woke up, the session was at 10:15. I woke up at 10:14 because I woke up in the night and had a swig of the old night nurse because I wasn't sleeping.
That's not a euphemism. It was just night nurse.
And one of the things was talking about today is the possibility of closing this shop, turning the lights off, pulling down the shutters, locking it, and going up another shop somewhere else. And by this shop, I mean this career. The whole career has been based on validation from others, whether it's audience numbers or listener figures or 594 people watching now, or trying to please Denny Morris or trying to please Liam when I'm going for a job, or it's all about getting validation from others. And when a job gets taken away from me, or I don't get it, or it gets cancelled, or I don't get a contract renewed, I'm a worthless piece of shit. And then when I get a job, I'm great, and all of that. So
thanks, Fifi77.
Thank you. So I am thinking, my thinking today was, and we're doing this for a year, well, hopefully we'll do this for maybe a couple of years, but my thinking is I can see a point when I just fade into the background.
Well, or there's an alternative, is that you do it because you're enjoying it rather than looking for that extra stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that what we've noticed in the last week or so since we came back from the ban is that we're having fun because we're trying stuff out for ourselves.
So much more fun. So we write our own scripts. Has blown my mind. Let me play you the Dan Band. I've got to play the censored version. Well, it's not as funny, the censored version.
How sweary is it?
How are we? How are we with a couple of Fs?
I mean, we've heard worse on this show, haven't we?
I think we're going to play a song with a couple of Fs, right? We're going to play a song with a couple of Fs.
Save.
So get, if you're sensitive, switch off for 3 minutes, right? If you're not sensitive, you're gonna love this. You are gonna love this, right? Some of you will know this, right? Where's the picture?
listening to the sound of my tears. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous at the best of all my years have gone by. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified. I see the fucking look in your eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. You're fucking every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now, tonight. I fucking need you more than ever. And if you'll only hold me tight, shit will be holding on forever.
The backing singers are great.
Cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. Your fucking love is like a shadow on me all the time. All the shit, I don't know what to do. I'm always in the dark. Living in a pot of cake and giving off sparks. Shit,
What's great is he's a really good. They're all really good singers. Look at that guy. Just that little bit there. Sorry. This is great.
Was it effing rubber?
Yes.
time I was falling in love. Now I'm fucking falling apart. Nothing I can say. Total eclipse of the heart. Oh Jesus, once upon a
Jesus.
time there was light in my life.
Jesus wants.
Only love in the dark. Nothing I can say. Total eclipse of the heart.
I could come.
Thanks for the Subwagwan one.
Aren't they brilliant?
It's so good.
Aren't they brilliant? They're so good. And I'll tell you where I saw it. I watched Old School.
All right, I've seen that. I saw that years ago.
Yeah, I saw it years ago. I watched it. It's not very good. But this
it was
is
before we realised that Vincent Vaughn is pretty much Vincent Vaughn in everything.
yeah,
right?
but this is they pop
Built
up
for
in
business
that
means that
right?
meetings are
And
always
it
safe
is
and
so
secure with features like Meeting Lock, so there are
Here we
never.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming round. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified. I see the fucking look in your eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. You're fucking every now and then I fall apart. And I
It's the best scene in the movie. It's not a great movie, but it's the best scene. And there's a special. They've got a special which I'm halfway through on. It's on no, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
But they do. What's the song? What's the song by Wilson Phillips?
Hold on.
I mean, we're going to get totally DMCA'd for this, but this is the intro to this.
sorry
is
I got all dramatic on your asses. But you know what? I gotta speak true. The truth is, I had a grandpa named Tyrone, and he dogged my grams pretty hard. You know how it is. He went out for a loaf of bread, quart of milk, stick of butter, and he ain't come back. And every night my grams would hold me in her sweet little house dress arms. They were so chubby, they always smelled like peanut butter. We didn't know why, because she was allergic. There was no peanut butter in the house. But she'd look at me and drip her little jelly tears into my eyes. And she'd say, Danny, oh sweet Danny, where the your grandpa Tyrone at? Where the piece at? You won't be a piece of like him? Yes, you are, mother. And as I'd slide against the linoleum,
Because I've got
the
this done, it's
fridge,
great.
but the grill was so cool. Song my grandma would sing to me as she'd moonwalk out the house to get a pack of Camels. And I like to share it with y'all. This was for you, Grandma. I know this pain. I know this pain. I know this pain. Why do you lock yourself up in these chains? These chains, these chains. No one can change your life except for you.
I'm fascinated by the backing
Don't
singers.
ever let anyone step all over you. Just open your heart and your mind. Yeah, is it really fair to feel this way inside?
That's like my mate Twisted.
No, someday somebody's gonna make your mom turn around and say goodbye. Tell that baby, are you gonna let him hold you down and make you cry? Don't you know, things will change, things will go your way. If you hold on for one more day, can you hold on for one more day? Till things go your way. Hold on for one more day.
I honestly, I was falling down. Oh, hang on, here we go. Sorry.
You can sustain, or are you comfortable with the pain? No, you got no one to blame for your unhappiness. No, baby, you got yourself into your own mess. Let your worries pass you by. Your worries pass you by. Don't you think it's worth some time to change your mind? Oh, someday somebody's gonna make a march and say goodbye. Tell them, baby, are you gonna let him hold you down and make you cry? Don't you know, things will change, things will go your way. If you hold on for one more day, can you hold on for one more day? Your things go your way. Hold on for one more day. My name is Luca.
Oh.
I live on the second floor. I live upstairs from you. Yes, I think I said it before. If you hear something late at night, some kind of trouble, some kind of fight, just don't ask me what it was. Just don't ask me what it was. Just don't ask me what it was. I know
There you go. It's so good.
Do you remember when we could go out and be around other people?
Yes, coming back. It's coming back. Hey, so the British vaccine is rubbish.
No.
Yes!
I thought they were just testing it again because you have to.
Because I heard a thing on Radio 4 about the British one.
Uh-oh.
I heard a thing on Radio 4 about the vaccine. Now, in all fairness to me, I switched it off right before the very end because I had to go to Tesco. I was in the Tesco car
Oh,
park.
so you heard half of the conversation about it.
Well, so what do you know by the Russian one? We're not using it because it was tested on soldiers and they couldn't say no. So it's unethical.
Right.
So, this is annoying me. Look, I've been messaged by someone on Facebook about, open it, this is important. I don't think so. I've messaged on the thing here because I want someone to come and put my speakers up. I thought it was about that. Open this, it's important. That's virus talk to me. What do you know about the British vaccine?
The British vaccine, we're talking about the one developed...
AstraZeneca.
AstraZeneca.
What do you know about it?
AstraZeneca. Is that the Oxford vaccine or a different one?
Yep. What do you know about it? Talk to me.
Was that the one that was 94% effective?
Nope. 70% effective.
Oh.
But it was 90% if you doubled it up.
So if you had two, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the story. It's not true. So it's 70% effective. It's 64% effective, right? If you take one or two doses. I can't remember.
Right.
But they've effed up. One of the trials, it's trialled all around the world. One of the trials, they effed it up. And instead of giving the 2 doses, they gave half a dose and then a full dose. And it turns out if you give half a dose and then a full dose, then it's 94% effective, right? But This is what they're saying. But no, Cron.
Why don't they
It's
do?
2 doses.
Why don't they do 1.5 doses?
Well, this is the thing.
At the same
so
time.
they've come out and said, we found this is 94%. Just 94% thing. Everyone's going, all right. And they said, how did you get? Well, it was an accident. One of the trials we administered, instead of giving it 1 or instead of giving 2, we gave 1.5, and it was an accident. We said, all right. Just one of the trials. Yeah. And there's loads all over the world. Yeah. How many people were in that trial? We don't want to talk about blah, 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 blah. We don't want to talk about that.
No.
So they're being really secretive about. This is why they've got to try it again, because they're being really secretive about their numbers that prove it's 94% effective, because it was a messed up trial where they gave the wrong amount, and no one knows why they gave a wrong amount. It's just it was messed up. So they've ballsed it up. So the British one is rubbish.
So the Pfizer one, right?
Pfizer, but fair play to the British one. They did say they would give it to third world countries at cost. This is the amazing thing. They said we'll sell it at cost. I think to everyone actually. We'll sell it at cost, whereas Pfizer will make a fortune. And AstraZeneca's stocks nosedived when they said this. But it's the long game. Because everyone looks, but their stats ain't up to scratch. The stats ain't up to scratch. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry, I dominated that first hour, Catherine. Let me.
That's all right. We no, you didn't dominate it. We're having a conversation, and you had lots to get off your chest.
Did have a lot to get off my chest. We should talk about our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful sponsors. JPU Records. Happy Kids Christmas. Can we get a shout out for the sponsors?
The JPU Records is brilliant. It not only because it's got Happy Kids Christmas, which is the ultimate feel-good Christmas album, and one you definitely haven't got. I was looking through my Christmas albums today. It's all kind of the same songs all the time.
Oh, I've got a signed Phil Spector album, signed by Ronnie Spector. Remember, we bought that at the concert. Yeah.
We were listening to Christmas records yesterday because I've said to the kids we're stretching Christmas out this year because it's been so boring. And the girls said, will you put the ladies on? The ladies record. I went, yes, thinking that they meant the Phil Spector one.
Yeah.
No, not this one. The one with the 3 ladies on. And in the inside, one of them is outside. Papini Sisters Christmas.
Well
I was thrilled to bits. That was little in that. A 9-year-old requesting that. So we had that, but I cannot wait to get my hands on the big copy of this one, the CD copy of it, because it's going to have a little booklet inside, and I will be able to sing to my kids in Japanese and blow their tiny minds.
Thank you, Roscoe. We've got a link to all our sponsors. If you click on that JPU Records link, that will take you directly to this album. Go and have a look on the website. Some other great bands. I recommend Scandal. I've discovered the other week and I'm a big fan of. And if you use the code TLNA, you get 10% off. abbeycare.co.uk. Addiction recovery specialists. Again, the link is in the chat. Thanking you very, very much indeed. Thank you, Abbeycare, for being part of this show. Addiction is something that, well, if you've ever listened to anything I've done, I'm a junkie. Hey man, my name's Iain and I'm an addict, and I did a great meditation meeting today online and it was magic. And I'm a big fan of the 12 steps. You will get introduced to the 12 steps if you check into one of their recovery clinics. We've got one in Glasgow and one in Gloucester. We'll have a little look at the video for Gloucester again later on in the week. It will introduce you to the 12 steps as well as that. You get it from all sides. They've got medical doctors. They've got talking therapies, group therapies, 12 steps. It's a really intensive program. I think minimum of 2 weeks. 4 weeks is kind of the general. And it will, if you want to get clear, it'll only work if you want it to work. That's the thing, right? You can go and check in to get the heat off your back, but if you want it to work, it will work. And something like this is a great kickstart to your recovery. And I would thoroughly recommend you go and check. And if you mention this show, you get a 25% discount. Poseidon Safety Management. Catherine, talk to me about Nick and Zeus.
Devon and Cornwall is protected by Nick, Zeus and the rest of the team at Poseidon Safety Management. They've got the largest team of guard dogs in those 2 counties. They do manned guarding, they do guard dogs, they'll also do mobile patrols. They recruit from the local area, so these are people who know the communities they're serving in, and they've got a vested interest in keeping the place safe. And they also kind of know all the sort of back roads and stuff. The thing is about Devon and Cornwall is if you don't know it, you don't know it. And there are some places where you know, they have a kind of special. What would you say? So, if you want to try, what did you do that face on me for?
You okay?
You made me dry up.
Go. I did what?
You made me dry up. You made me shrivel.
I won't pass any
What
comment.
I'm saying is that they know that place like the back of their hand.
They
So if
know it.
anyone's
They're
going to try and
locals.
pull a fast
They're
one,
locals.
they know exactly where they're heading for.
They know all the ginnels, all the avenues and alleyways, and they set booby traps.
They're brilliant, and as we say,
Nice people.
they recruit from the local area. So these are people who care about the places that they're working in.
Unlike Richard Gregorian, who's
He
piece
don't
of
give
trash.
a toss.
He's a nice guy. It was nice to see you, Richard, at the Tier 3 production meeting at the weekend. Thank you to all the Tier 3s that came. I invited Sinjin along, even though he's not a Tier 3. He thought it was 11 a.m. American time. Why would we do that?
Oh my Sinjin.
Why would we do that? But thank you to everyone who came to that. It was absolutely delightful. We've got some great ideas. Oh my God, we've missed some calls, including one. I think this one's from a racist. So let's
could be wrong. We might be terribly wrong.
Let's have a little look. So thank you, Richard, for your support. Hello? It says on my screen that you sent us a message. How may we be of assistance to you?
I just wanted to say hello again.
Hello. Goodbye. We missed Sarah. Sarah, coming to get you. Hello, Big Brother House. This is Davina. Sarah, I'm coming to get you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Sarah.
Can you see me?
No.
Oh, bugger.
There we go. Oh, look. Look at your bangs. Oh, you've gone again.
Oh, God.
You were there and then you went. There you go. Look at your bangs. Bangs is American for fringe, everybody. Before
Yeah.
you start think I mean something else.
Yeah, it's dire need of cutting now. But never mind. We'll just be a shaggy sheepdog until then.
Well, you can get a haircut Wednesday? Is Wednesday when everything goes back?
I think so.
To normal.
There are YouTube tutorials about how to cut your fringe.
Yeah, I have cut it loads of times, but it just grows really fast. I'm not sure I can be bothered now. I might just grow it out completely.
I'm in that stage now where I'm thinking, do I really need this anymore? I
It's
don't
a
know.
bit sort of suspiciously swoopy at the moment.
But then there's a reason why I had it in the first
That
place.
looks
You know
good.
what I mean?
The swoop and the little kind of curl there. That looks good. Do you think, or am I wrong about hair? I
No,
don't
it
really.
does.
Looks good.
It does.
Go on, what
If
were you
you're
gonna say?
going to
Sorry.
do that permanently, though, what you want is for it to just trim the edges like that, and then it just sits like a Liz Hurley. Do you remember when Liz Hurley went all sleek?
Aha.
That.
Yes.
That. Anyway, it was nice to see you, Sarah. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm all right. I just wanted to see if I can be in your in the potential fiasco that is Wednesday's.
Who don't?
To explain what this is for people that might have just tuned in,
Right.
Catherine.
You know those murder mystery nights that your parents threw in the 90s? We were going to do that, but we're going to do it dressed up and on stream.
My
And
parents were well divorced by the
Were
90s.
they?
Yes. Yes.
It was just a little bit of sexy fun for grown-ups, wasn't it? The murder mystery dinner party night.
Well, we're doing it on Wednesday on here.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be sexy fun.
No, but hopefully it'll be fun. Right, so we're looking for characters at the moment.
We need like 6 people to come and join us on Zoom. And ideally, we're going to give you a character. And if you want to dress up in the role of the character, then dress up.
Oh, come on, this is our lot. You
I
also
am
want to dress up.
absolutely desperate to dress up.
Exactly, and also it gives you something to plan for the next 2 days, which we all need, right?
What kind of vibe are you feeling, Sarah? Are you feeling like glamorous or are you feeling in the gutter? What would you like to dress up in?
Actually, they're all quite glamorous now, the women.
Oh.
I feel in the gutter, but I want to be glamour.
All
All
right.
right, fine. Go through them, Catherine.
Right, so here's what I'm thinking. M. Fatale, the victim's young, beautiful widow. Or Misty Visions, a wild gypsy fortune teller.
Oh, that's.
Or
I don't know if we can say that.
Mrs. Withering, the silent but deadly housekeeper. There's one more.
Silent but deadly.
D minor, world famous concert violinist.
Oh.
Oh no! Can I be the attractive widow?
Yeah, you could be M. Fatale.
The attractive weirdo. What she said?
Oh, I can be a attractive weird widow. If you
M.
like.
Fatale. All right.
M. Fatale.
All right.
All
Brilliant.
right, sorted. If you send us your email address, I'll send you the documents required.
Okay, cool. Should I send a whisper?
If you do it, can you send it on Skype? If you just type it into the chat,
yeah,
that'll be easier.
and then we'll email you.
That'll be wicked.
Excellent.
Nice one,
That'd be
Sarah.
fun.
You could be a murderer for all we know.
How exciting.
And you lot at home will get to play as well. Don't worry. You'll be kind of like the detectives helping us out. Anything else, Sarah?
No, that's all. Nothing else is happening.
See you later. Ta-ra.
See you
Ta-ra.
later.
Okay. Oh, hateful. I thought you were someone else. Apologies for calling you a racist. There we go. That's that sorted. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. So this is looking like we've got two people. We've got Lee as Ford Escort, the driver, and Sarah as M Fatale.
Yes.
I'm in it, am I?
Yeah.
I'm a butler.
Yeah, and I'm a maid.
Okay, we're going to dress up.
Shall I tell you what other characters I've got here?
Yeah, go on.
Right, so here we go.
This is for Wednesday's show. If you want to take part, you'll be on Zoom. It'd be nice to have you.
We need a combination of some, all, or a few of these. Some, all, none. No, we definitely need some of these characters. Blanche Batters, the cook with a mean left hook. The butler, that's you. I'm the maid. We need D Minor, the world-famous concert violinist. We need Dr. Fumbles, the village doctor. Ford Escort we've got. M Fatale we've got. General Custard, not to be confused with Colonel Mustard for copyright reasons.
Oh, by the way, Sarah, of course I won't say it out loud. Look at her email address.
Brilliant.
Great email address, Sarah. Well played. Well played.
We've also got Inspector Deneau, French private detective. Misty Visions, the fortune teller. Mrs. Withering, the silent but deadly housekeeper. Professor Peacock, an academic and friend of the victim. Friend is in.
Friend.
I wonder if he's a special friend.
Okay.
The Reverend Will Be Done, the local vicar, and Sierra Tango, the only police constable in the village.
There we go. So we need a couple more people at least to do it. You'll be on Zoom with us and we'll have a laugh. It'll be a car crash. Oh, it's an absolute disaster.
It's going to be funny, though.
I have to be authentic. I feel I hogged the first hour.
No, we'll stop it.
Oh, no, but I'm just...
But it's not about hogging, because hogging suggests that there is
Hang on a second, let me finish. No, I'm just being... I know that you're... And I know that there is no ego involved in this, and
No.
either way, but I just feel that I have to share that I feel that I hogged the first hour. It's a bit hyper.
It's all right.
Come down a bit now. It's a bit
fine.
hyper.
It's fine. It's fine. You know, sometimes that's the way it happens. I'm not counting who has how many words.
No.
Don't matter.
We both worked with people who used to. So did I tell you the one who I...
Wow, okay.
Yeah, there we go.
I had a friend who got told off by someone she was presenting a TV show with because she said his bit by accident.
Oh.
And he was a grown-up compared to her, like a proper grown-up.
Yeah.
Hello, Alistair.
Evening.
You all right?
Evening.
Oh, what's going on? You sound subdued. Are you okay?
Bit of a bad few days, but I'd like to look forward to the Hoodoo.
Yeah, we're not playing Cluedo for legal reasons. We are not playing Cluedo.
Right.
So I'll be Dr. Fumbles, I don't mind.
I can't think of anyone better.
Dr. Fumble. All right. Have you got? Can you dress up as a doctor for us on Wednesday?
Yeah, I can. Well, make an effort, I guess.
It's a village doctor, so I think that it's fairly casual.
You're right, Alistair. You seem a bit flat tonight,
Yeah,
mate.
you don't seem right.
Oh, maybe. Hello? We can't hear you. You've muted it with your cheek again.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. You're all right. You sound a bit flat tonight, mate.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I had a bad do on Saturday with... I did a silly thing, really. So I've been invited... No, I've not been invited. Some people have volunteered to bring Christmas dinner to me on Christmas Day. And so I thought, well, look, I'll get them a bottle of wine, right, for Christmas.
Yeah.
So I ordered it. I got a good deal from Amazon, Black Friday and all the rest of it. And then it was in the house Saturday night. And it was kind of a bit late for me to deliver it round.
Yeah.
And it started getting to me. It started getting to me. It started, oh no, what's this wine doing in the house? And I nearly drank, I did. I nearly...
Well, hang on. You nearly drank?
Yeah.
Did you drink?
No.
Well done.
The thing was, it just goes to show, like, I'm just, I mean, you can't beat it, can you? You can never beat this thing.
I don't understand why you're beating yourself up, because you bought a bottle of wine for your friends. It made you uncomfortable. You didn't drink it. I'm assuming it's gone now.
Well, in the end, what I had to do was I delivered it in secret.
Right.
I took it round in a bag and left it outside their front door.
Well done.
Because I had to get it out of the house.
It's interesting. I'm hearing a different story to the one
so
that
am
you're
I.
telling. I'm hearing a story of great success, kindness, and courage. That's what I'm hearing. And yet you seem to be saying, you seem to be beating yourself up about it.
Well, because I thought I'd thought I'd been doing really well, and then this came, and then I just started. You're right. I mean, I just started going down that route of why am I here? You know, I've done nothing in my life. Da 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 da.
Okay, well that
and I've not gone to a meeting tonight, which I should have done, because
go to one now.
That's not great.
Go to one now. Do you want me to?
So,
do you know go to? Why don't you go to? Right. Here's the thing. Right. I'm hearing so many different things, but the one thing I'm hearing is a story of triumph. 2 years ago, that wine wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes,
And you wouldn't have told us about it.
And you wouldn't have told us about it. Here, you bought it out of kindness, and you are well enough to recognise that when it was in the house, it made you uncomfortable, and you got rid of it. What I'm hearing is you didn't have a drink at the weekend. That's all I'm hearing, and that is brilliant. You've learnt a little bit more about yourself, a little bit more about the disease and how it impacts on you, and you've learnt that having booze in the house is probably not a great idea for you for now. Maybe, I don't know.
Or just always have a plan as to how you're going to offload it quickly and not have it in the house. But it's important, I think, that you have had this experience, because it shows you, like, you know, with Iain, you're never safe. You're never safe. And it's when you let your guard down and you think you sorted it that it's going to get you. And that's not happened.
But every time I order a curry, the curry house, even though I ask them not to, bring me a bottle of beer. And when they hand it to me on the doorstep, I suppose I could say, actually, no thanks, but I take it in because I don't want to be rude. And I'm generally okay with it. And sometimes Kath will have it, or if my brother-in-law comes around, he'll have it. But if I get 2 beers, if I got 3 beers in, that's not for me, is not good, and I will just pour them away. You know, I'll open them and pour them away with my face away, and I'll get hot water going and just chuck them out. I can have wine in the house because it doesn't really. It was never a thing for me. Never say never again, but it was never a thing for me. So over Christmas, not this year actually, because we won't have people here, but I've had wine in the house and it's cool for me. But if someone came and visited me and I knew they had weed on them, I would ask them to either leave or to go and put it in their car. I couldn't have weed in the house. Certainly could not have, Class A's in there. I mean, I don't know when that would ever happen. But you've learnt a lot about yourself this weekend. This is brilliant what I'm hearing, man.
You looked it in the eye.
And then the whole thing about what am I worth? What is my point here? Yeah, that's a different thing. You're not the worthless piece of shit that your head is trying to tell you that you are. Unfortunately.
You know what that was? That was the addiction trying to get you back. Because if you give in to that gives you the excuse to go for it.
So the way my depression works is that when I'm sort of like okay, reasonably happy with life, it's because I'm making an effort.
Yeah.
When I'm depressed, that is the objective truth. Do you know what I mean?
I do know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
So no one can tell me if I was in a line of everyone in the world, they could pick me out. Yes, you're no good. Put them in the no good group. Okay. Yeah.
But that's you telling you that.
But there is some truth in the fact.
No, it is only you telling you that. Catherine and I have sat here pointing out all the positives in this amazing, wonderful story that you've told us. The whole chat no one in the chat is going, this guy's a tosser. They're all saying amazing stuff. Well done. Progress, Alistair. Well done. Sending love. You did a win, Alistair. You nailed it. You displayed some powerful inner strength there. And I get it, because if I get 100 tweets and 99 are saying I'm brilliant and one says I'm a piece of shit, that's the one that I hear and remember, right? But it's you that's telling you that you're worthless and you haven't achieved anything. That's you. Because I know the contrary.
When you feel better, and you will feel better, you'll see this for what it is, which is a huge step.
Why don't you go to a meeting now?
Yeah, I might. I'll think about it. Yeah.
I know that. You won't, and that's fine. And I'm not saying that in a judgy way. You do whatever is best for you. I know there's a great 24-hour meeting that's on, and if you want, I can. You know it, so I don't need to send you the link. But if you don't fancy it, you don't have to do it. I would suggest you do a meeting tomorrow if you can, and have a little, go and pray on it, man. You did a good thing.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll listen to this back and I'll take the positives out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Try. I know how hard it can be. You write your own script, Alistair.
That's it.
You write your own script.
I was going to look that up on the YouTube. That's good what you've shown that tonight.
Yeah.
I'll look that up. Yeah.
It's dated, but the guy knows his onions, and he's not even a greengrocer.
Definitely sounds interesting. But anyway, thanks for listening to me.
Before you go,
yeah.
I'm glad you phoned us, and I'm glad you talked to us about it. Have we got your email address, Alistair?
I'll send an email address to Late Night Alternative.
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. We'll see you later on, mate. Take care. Bye. So we've now got 5 people, including me and you, for Wednesday's...
We got a game, man.
Hoodoo. Couple more will be... Hoodoo.
So at the moment we've got
Hoodoo.
Dr. Fumble, Maid, Butler, M for Tal, Ford Escort, and we need a few more.
Couple more would be great. 0203 286 637 is the telephone number if you want to...
Chat overwhelmingly supportive of Alistair. Just you can't see it when you're in it sometimes.
You cannot see it, and we know... I get it. I get it. I get it. I was going to say something. Dom says, I reckon Lee did it. That's possible, actually.
At this point...
That is possible. These things are good, but they hurt my ears.
Do they? Because these hurt my ears a little bit sometimes.
These are, I look better though, and that's the key.
Oh yeah,
that's
the important thing. How's your hair is looking now?
It's looking on point, man.
Yeah, hi.
I'm going to grow it. I'm not going to get it cut. I'm going to grow it.
Your hair is just the perfect colour for that haircut because it just shows off all the.
Kind of thin though.
No, it ain't.
No, it is. It is. It really, really is. Not massively.
Thinner than it was.
It's going thin, and I can see it, and I'm not, it concerns me a little bit, but I also find it fascinating because there's nothing I can do about it. But it is going a little bit thin, and that's just natural, man. That's the way it goes. The stairs on the video look like an intentional graphic, so you could design something to put in the white triangle bit. Oh, that reminds me. In the production meet, let me just go through. Where would that be? Oh, by the way. We started off with Stephen Floyd's Dennis Wise song from the talent show on Wednesday. Stephen, I don't know if you're about. We love it if you could record like a version of that because we want to play that a lot. That's such a good song, such a good song. We want to play that a lot. So I don't know if I don't mean a fancy 4-track or anything. If you just record it on your phone, either a video would be great, audio would be great. But that was some song, and we kind of got. I was feeling a bit bad because it kind of got lost. It came fourth in the talent show, and it kind of got lost a little bit in the noise of the evening. But it was
great,
brilliant,
and it made me laugh so much.
It was brilliant. So Stephen Floydie, well done, and maybe you could record that for us. Hello, caller.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm fine, Max. We can't see you. I don't know if that's intentional.
No,
or not.
I think intentionally. I'm in bed and it's not nice.
Well, then you can't see us. How naughty. Go on then, Max. What you got?
Okay, 3 things really. First is that I'm prepared to put my dinner suit on Wednesday if you want me.
Yes.
Mate. Oh, okay. Who are you going to be, Max?
Well, you make up your mind, but I don't want to be the femme fatale.
Oh, well, she's already been taken, so to speak.
Exactly.
Who will be good for Max, Catherine? This is great.
I'm
Thank
thinking,
you.
right, we've got Professor Peacock, Reverend Will Be Done. We've got Inspector Deneau. I think you've got something of the vicar about you, Max.
I was going to say the vicar. Are you? Would you find that offensive to be the vicar, Max?
I don't know. If I was worried about finding things offensive, I wouldn't be on this programme.
He's right.
He's right. What's the vicar called?
Reverend Will Be Done.
It's whatever. I'll put my dinner suit on.
All right, beautiful.
Lovely. All right, Max. Well, you're in. We will. If you can get your email address to us, so we can just send you a little bit of background reading. Not a lot.
If you just send us an email and say it's me, then we will send you the deets.
I will do. And the second thing is, I've actually got an idea that you might be able to use on your program. So I'll stick that on the email as well.
Yes, please, mate. Thank you.
Right. The third thing is, as you're into Gestalt, etc.
Yes.
Look up a guy called Milton Erickson.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down on my whiteboard because this is where the stat goes. Milton Erickson, yes.
And I'm going to tell you a 2-minute story.
Go on.
Okay. That may have some relevance to something that happened not long ago on your program.
Yes.
Milton Erickson was an absolute genius at working with people. He was the master of conversational hypnosis. So Milton would just have conversations with people, and magically they would change. And Milton worked at a mental institution. And in this mental institution, a long time patient was a chap who called himself Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay, I've heard of
him,
yes.
All the therapists there spent most of their time telling the chap that he wasn't really Jesus Christ and he couldn't be Jesus Christ, etc. And old Milton didn't do this. Milton just talked to him, and he said to him one day, you see, Milton's objective for this person was to actually get him into being a contributing member of society, the society that he was going to live in, which was going to be this mental institution. And Milton said to him, I understand that you've got experience of carpentry.
Wow. What a great line.
The chap, obviously he couldn't deny it, he couldn't. Yeah. And the chap went on to become the carpenter in the mental institution.
Wonderful.
And
wonderful.
It came to mind because a conversation that you had a little bit earlier, you know, sometimes you have to go along with people. Anyway, I'll leave that with you because I know that you're...
I'm going to look this guy up. He sounds right up my Strasse.
An absolute genius. Absolute genius. You'll see, in the same way as Fritz Perls, you'll see very, very old videos of this bumbly old chap just talking and talking and talking, and he's a genius. Milton Erickson.
I'm going to have a look at that tomorrow. I've got nothing tomorrow. I'm going to check that out. Thank you, Max. Was there was a third thing, or did we do the third thing?
No, the third thing was what I'll slip on the email, which was an idea for the show, something that just occurred to me.
Lovely, mate. Thank you, Max. We look forward to seeing if you're a murderer on Wednesday. Thank you, mate.
Okay,
see you later.
I'll find a way to send. Oh, I'll just send you an email to your email address that's there. Yeah.
On the screen, latenightalternative@gmail.com.
Okay, and keep up the great work, guys. Honestly,
thanks, Max.
Thank you, Max. Cheers.
We're talking to a man naked, probably in bed there. What a delightful idea. I've just realised which Max it is.
Max, yeah.
Oh, great! He'll be perfect.
So we had a tier. If you're a tier 3, every month you get invited to a production meeting along with the mods, right? And there's a reason why I'm doing a little recap here. We had some great suggestions. Do you want to pick just pick a handful of suggestions?
All right.
Of stuff that may or may not happen, may happen very soon, may not happen for a few months.
Okay, so I mean, bearing in mind that the first idea I'm seeing here is the Hall of Fame or awards night, right?
Thank you, Paul.
And it's for
Paul was the person who came up with the talent show.
So he's got form for coming up with great shows. So yeah, he thinks that we should maybe make a feature of some of our regular contributors or not so regular contributors or moments that have happened during the course of the year, that kind of thing. And that's definitely something we would consider.
Yep.
Christmas party where you bring a game was another idea Kate thought of. Show and tell.
Kate's idea of a show and tell.
On Tuesday where you bring us something.
You bring us something and you do a little 5-minute talk about it, 3 minutes.
I think that could be part of Tuesdays, easy.
Pete's ideas about puppets is ridiculous.
Never going to happen.
Now, and we had so many great suggestions.
I like the New Year aims and goals, and then to come back.
Yep. Now, Jimbo came up with a suggestion.
Oh, yeah.
The pantomime.
Yeah.
You're not keen? I love it.
Well, I just thought, how am I going to write a pantomime? But actually, Jimbo suggested he'll do it.
He's done it.
He's not done it.
He sent us a first draft.
You're kidding me?
No, I'm not. He sent us a first draft. Now, I've not looked at it because I wanted to look at it on stream.
Because I wrote well, not a panto, I wrote a version of Christmas Carol once and it was a right faff.
It's a pain in the ass. And this is the thing. I didn't want to do any work. He's done it, right? Hi, Iain and Kath. I've had a run at the pantomime idea. See what you think. Feedback gratefully received. Some of the jokes are dependent upon some of the usual suspects agreeing to be in it, and it all comes from a place of love, not mickey taking.
Right.
So I've not looked at it. Jesus, he's done 14 pages.
What is it about this that tells me that he'd already started working on this?
So I am Jafar. I don't know if I could be Jafar. Is that not cultural appropriation? I mean, I'd love to. I've got the makeup and I can do the voice. Catherine is Jack.
Right.
Paul of all Pauls is narrator. Gatford is Jack's mum, Gatford. Amy is the chief thief. Alistair is the voice of the Cave of Wonders, the giant. Richard Gregorian is the big clock, bean trader. Ollie is a goon and a talent show entrant. And Jimbo is Clara the cow and end credits announcer.
That sounds good.
I think we're... Right, so I'll be the narrator, you be Jack, and I'll also... Gatford, are you around? Do you want to come and just do a little test of this scene for us, Gatters, if you're not busy pleasuring yourself? I don't know.
I don't think Gatford...
Oh, Gatford all the time.
Come on.
All the time.
No.
Imagine it.
He's probably draining his fridge. Oh, God, is that what he meant by draining the fridge?
Draining the fridge. Didn't you do a panto once at Absolute? We did one at LBC. We did a play at LBC once.
We did a panto at Three Counties once.
I don't know if Gatford's there. Gatford's gone. So that means I'll have to be Gatford. All right. So I'll be the narrator.
All right.
In the land of late night, an alternative pantomime is playing. And go get some of this.
God, there are Americans that watch this stream. It's going to blow their minds.
Screw those losers. In the land of late night, an alternative pantomime is playing out. Jack and his mum struggle by, scraping a living in the time of a plague. Jack's mum, Gatford, usually makes money repairing work clothes, but this dried up with everyone staying at home.
Mum, I'm so hungry. What's for dinner?
Jack, darling. He's a bit cockney, isn't he?
A little bit, yeah.
Jack, darling, son. You know we don't have much. Let me have a look in the fridge. 2 lines in and we're laughing. We have a banana and some Snacker Jacks.
Oh, we can't carry on like this, Mum. I'm wasting away. Hilarious. At least when Clara was providing milk, we could make cream and cheese and cream cheese.
I know you love that cow, but I do think it's high time we sell her. She's eating more than we are. Get up early tomorrow and take her to market.
Oh, Mum. Clara's been like a best friend to me. I can't sell her. Anyway, who'd want to buy a dry-up dairy cow?
Well, you won't sell her with that attitude. Of course you don't tell them she stopped milking. You say things like, her milk is so delicious and we've had some lovely cheese from her.
But that's lying.
It's selling, not lying. Make a deal and the money wipes away the lie. We need that money that cow will bring us to eat. Jack, could do with a comma there. Please do this for your mum.
Okay, Mum, but I don't like it one bit.
Then I'm Jafar.
Well, maybe you have to rejig that character.
Okay.
No, don't.
No, I'm not going to. I wasn't going to. I think we're onto something here. I think we're onto something. Jim, you are most peculiar, but I think we're onto something. Thank you. That's something, isn't it?
Mark says, oh God, is there a chicken curry finale?
I think we are onto something. You guys want to see a pantomime?
No, you don't.
Oh, no. Do you want to see a pantomime the last week before Christmas, which would be the 24th, 23rd, 22nd, the week of the 21st? You fancy that?
Put it up in a poll.
Let's do a poll.
It's the only way. Do you want to see a pantomime and put it?
Come.
Oh no, I don't.
Okay.
Oh yes, I do.
Okay. Do you want a TLNA panto? What is it? Oh yes. Oh no, we don't.
No, we don't.
We don't.
Oh yes, we do.
Oh Yes, we do. Okay, it's up there. Let's start the poll. Let's see how we go. Let's see how we go. Let's see.
It could be a giggle, couldn't it?
It could be awful.
I mean, it will be awful,
Paul
but it could
is
also
in.
be funny.
Tumba.
Look, Paul, no, he's saying he'll narrate. You
Yep.
got a part, didn't you?
Paul is the part of the narrator. I think.
Oh, smooth.
Oh, look, Tunebug. That's Floydie. Hi, Ian and Kath. Thank you for the subscription, Stephen. Come here. Thanks for the kind words. Your talent night was brilliant. Thanks for putting me top 5 and congrats to the worthy winners and all the fab entrants. Glad you like the song. I'll try and record it and send it to you. That song was so good, man. It was so good. And
I played it to my kids.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did they enjoy it? I'll play it.
They
The
thought
boys.
it was hilarious.
I've not seen the boys, but I'll play it. And I was singing. I watched it. I put it up. I'm going to put the kind of the winning entries up as little videos on YouTube. But I've put yours up on YouTube already. I haven't done the others yet because I thought it was so good. And I just felt over the weekend I felt a little bit bad that it kind of got lost in the excitement of everything else, and because it was really early on in the competition, and we had Arme and you know Ollie eating
Frazzles.
not
Frazzles,
and then we kind of skipped you and Dredge and we went to Lisa. So I just wanted it to make sure it got the recognition it deserved.
It's a banger.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant. Maybe we'll play it again later in the week. No, it's not maybe about it. We're playing it again in the week.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's 90% of people want the pantomime.
I mean, they are perverts.
That's
What did you expect?
137 want the bloody pant. Thanks, Jim. We were hoping we could sweep over that suggestion, but now it's in existence. So we got some great things. If you want to come to the next Tier 3 meeting, that'll be before Christmas. Got to be a Tier 3 sub. So it's expensive. I know it's expensive, but as far as I'm aware, we're the only... Vim, thank you for the sub. I think we're the only streamers that are giving something significant back to Tier 3, you know, that is exclusive and is apart from emoticons and stuff. I think we're the only ones that are doing it.
Yeah. And you do the oh no, is that for a different thing? Tier 3, yeah, we do the meetings, don't we?
We do the meetings for
Your
Tier 3.
Patreon's good.
My Patreon's dead good, right? Thank you, Catherine. We'll put a link in the thing for a second. So I do a Patreon that's separate from this. All the money that we make here from the subs and the bits and the donations gets split here. And if I do a stream on here on my own, the money gets split here. Anything that happens on this Twitch channel gets split between us.
Knockers are better.
I would agree. For example, we just made 75 pence each. Thank you, Harsh. But I do a Patreon, patreon.com/Iain Lee, and I do some podcasts, some of which will never be heard anywhere else. There's ones that got music in. There are some that you will hear 8, 9, 10 weeks before anybody else hears them. The higher the tiers, the more you get. But also the $20 patrons get invited to have a lunch or a dinner with me once a month on Zoom. And it's 45 minutes, 60 minutes. And I sit here and I have lunch and you sit there, group of you. I say a group of you. I did the lunch. One person turned up, Sam. Dinner was busier. One guy was it Sam? I don't know why I said Sam. It might not have been Sam. I think it was Sam. And one person, and it was great. You came along, and it was great. So, if you want to, I'm going to put the link in the thing.
Have a think about it. I know that money's tight and we're in the run up to Christmas and everything, but
I'm quite important. So there's that.
We appreciate your support in however you're doing it. So
I get it, and money is tight, and if people change or cancel their subs or anything like that, that's absolutely fine.
Oh, Roscoe B's gifting us sub.
Roscoe, thank you. While we're doing it, let's do the business. Catherine Boyle has got an Etsy shop.
I have. Because in the early part of lockdown, obviously being stuck indoors as everyone was, I got bored enough to pick up my paints again, and I'd forgotten how much I loved painting.
You did good stuff, man. I got so many pictures around the house, and I got the cushion. She was sitting on the cushion there, look.
Yeah, so what? Then I realised I found this company that sort of do, print stuff on other things for you. So look, you can get these.
So Catherine Boyle Art on Etsy. Go and have a little look-see.
There's mugs, there's prints and stuff.
There's look at that. I mean, look, come on. Who wouldn't want puffin mug?
My puffins.
You don't get the donuts.
No, you have to bring your own donuts, pineapples, and
that's
watermelon.
It compared to a piece of watermelon.
Just for size there.
And that's it compared to half of a Mac keyboard and a spider plant.
I didn't have any 50p's.
It's not a spider plant. Is that a yucca?
That's
It doesn't matter.
It's a variegated.
We're getting caught up in the plant.
Something.
Fox mug, and there's cushions, and there's all kinds of things. 10 reviews, beautiful. My daughter loves it. The details of the bumble. You got a great bumble.
I've got a lovely big fluffy bumble.
Let's find some. Great picture. Catherine really caught the spirit of Carlo,
yeah. Frida.
Love the mug puffins. Are one of my favourite birds. Your fans don't know punctuation.
Don't matter.
Excellent print from a great UK radio presenter. So there's the link in the chat. Thank you, Sven. So I would suggest going to have a look at that. And the solo projects, I get the money from Patreon. She gets the money from Etsy.
Yeah.
Thing is that. Wonderboy69, lovely to see you here. Thanking you very, very much. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. We'll do the sponsors in a bit. I suppose, this is shonky old shows, SOS Monday, where we watch old stuff. And we kind of did that a bit in the first hour.
Yeah, it's like Gogglebox, but it's not new shows. And it's better.
Any point in these themed shows, though, you can still call in. So don't think, oh, no, they're watching a video, I won't call in, or they're doing a silly game, I won't. No, you can still call in. And you can call in about anything you want. At any point that you want. Yeah. I don't give a shit.
You don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit.
What it means is he does give a shit, but he doesn't give a shit what you want to talk about.
So I'm going to move Skype over here. Go on, what are you going to say?
I was going to say, did you see there are a couple of matters arising from Twitter which you won't be aware of?
I'm off Twitter. I can't get into Twitter and they won't reply to me.
But you know what? It's fine. You're not really missing an awful lot.
Will Guyat's messaged me yet about how he's going to get me out of Twitter. Nope, he's not. What piece of trash.
There was a thing that I saw.
It all went wrong. You get the reference?
I dreamed a dream
of times gone by when life was high and life worth living.
Well, actually, you say that.
When there's no reason to be found, when all the things could be forgiven.
But the tigers come at night with their voices soft as thunder as they tear your hope apart, as they turn your dream to
I'm singing the Neil Diamond.
By his side, he filled my days with endless wonder. Dodgy line. He took my childhood in his stride, but he was gone when okay.
You heard now in the Neil Diamond version of that, that's where he goes, "Oh yeah!" Have you heard the Neil Diamond version?
It's really sad by saying, "Oh yeah, she's on her way out."
It's the Neil Diamond version is "Oh yeah!" Neil Diamond, I dreamed a dream. It's from the 80s when his voice. He did something after the 80s, the 90s, because his voice was terrible in the 80s, and then it kind of got. There's no video. Then it kind of got better. So he obviously did something, right? So we'll just listen
Black
to.
Friday has arrived.
I don't care about
Lots
Black
of support in the chat there, saying that their dogs are enjoying.
Yeah, good.
What we're doing tonight.
I want to do. I haven't heard this for years. I seem to remember the intro goes, and now it's got a really weird echo on this Hot August Night 2. I think it's terrible. And now I want to sing a song for you from a brand new Broadway stage musical. Les Miserables.
It was brand new.
Yeah.
We'd like to do a brand new song for you now. It's from a brand new Broadway musical called Les Miserables.
Les Miserables.
And it's a very special song.
Oh, that shirt.
I want to be the one to introduce
Well,
it
they can't
to
see
you.
it.
Okay, there's nothing to see.
There it is.
There was a time when girls were kind,
I want to get to
when
that
their
video,
voices were soft,
so getting DMCA
and their
today.
words inviting, ransom to be paid. Is coming night.
I mean, it's not as good as us, but.
With their voices soft as thunder,
and they tear your hope apart.
Where's the oh yes?
Can we do the a big building.
As they turn your dream to shame.
I haven't heard this for years, so I could be wrong about the oh yeahs.
With endless wonder.
Here we go.
She took my child in her strides.
Here we go.
But she was gone when autumn came.
Yeah, does it?
Still I dream.
Maybe next time
me that we will spend the years together. But there are dreams that cannot be.
Why was he sing this?
And there are
Here we go. Here we go.
storms cannot weather. Oh yeah. I had a dream.
I thought he did oh yeah a couple of times, but maybe
I
not.
mean, he's singing a song
So getting
about
banned again.
being
So getting banned.
basically being a teenage prostitute who's had to sell her teeth and give her baby to some dodge pots. But she's still waiting for him to come back.
It's, Les Mis is totally shit.
No, I love it.
It's
I won't hear it. I won't hear it.
I won't
Although
hear
I was I was obsessed with it. My mum and dad went to see it and they brought the soundtrack back and I was obsessed with it and I still know virtually all the words. But then later on, I had a boyfriend who took me to see it. And of course it was a disappointment. Of course it was a disappointment because it could never match up to what I'd imagined in my head. And also we'd bought really cheap seats. You could see right over the top. You could see all the workings. So,
Yeah.
spoiler, when
I saw it with the cheap seats.
when a certain person throws himself off a bridge, I could just see him rolling about.
All right.
You know, so spoilt it a bit.
Okay. Now I've got. Oh, I didn't download Making Slough Happy. I got it. Oh no,
Mate.
It's on Twitter.
No.
It's in the chat. Someone sent me the link for it in the chat. It's in the chat.
All
no,
right.
I downloaded it.
Well, look.
I downloaded it.
Whatever happens is meant to happen. So if it means that we are left on a cliffhanger and we don't know whether Slough was ever made happy, then that's just the way it's going to be.
We're going to watch this. We've got the big shop if needs be. But I want to watch Making Slough Happy.
I mean,
there's 4 episodes. We've only got 2.
We saw a man who looks like Greg Dyke watching a woman doing the cleaning and insisting she danced. We saw that.
Is this it?
You can't unsee it.
I remember it. Hello? Yes!
No!
But I don't know where we got. I know the last time we were at 20 minutes and 21 seconds. So let's find 20.
Isaac Deck says, I like to think Slough will keep plodding on at a moderate level of happiness.
we were supposed to be turning on some Christmas lights in Slough.
Yeah. It's all gone very quiet.
Well, it was supposed to be last Friday.
Spoiler.
It didn't happen. We'll get back to you. We got Ian and Catherine. We just got to postpone this a bit. We'll get back to you. Okay. I mean, Christmas is coming pretty soon. Oh, there we go. They're at the Waterworld there.
Didn't we see him come out of there, or were they still?
Yeah. I'm just jumping.
We saw them making weird soup.
Oh, there we go. Now
here we go. This
Hoovering.
Yeah.
So we've seen that.
I say weird soup. They're in a swimming pool.
There we go. We haven't seen this. We're going back a bit. So let's go. There we go. We haven't seen. We're going back. We might have to watch. We got in trouble on YouTube for showing that bit because it was playing Je t'aime, and we got demonetized.
Well, it was an
And
inappropriate
the first person
song
they
anyway.
need to convince.
Here we go.
Oh, this bloke
jigsaw
again.
puzzle.
When we've done
No,
the
we've done the
jigsaw.
jigsaws. We don't need to go through that again, surely. No.
Hang on, we play so much music tonight.
That was only fun. Nickering, but really fun.
Great. Have you turned this off then?
been to
So it's
the ice
just
cream,
a
man.
question of
Someone's
using
feeling flash.
imagination. I think the problem with routine jobs like housework, we just allow them to get on top of us.
We just
But if
allow
we
them to
can
get on
put a
top of
bit
us.
of
No,
energy
they're
into
mundane
approaching
and
them with
boring. Some people get
imagination
satisfaction
and
from
Where's the
them.
we in this? She's the only
we
one
can
doing the
make them
dusting.
much more enjoyable.
I'd say, I'm quite looking forward to it tomorrow. And the housework.
More housework? You sure? Whoa. I do that once a
Approaching
week.
situations with imagination sounds straightforward.
Have we done this?
But at Tunes, having witnessed the confusion caused by a simple jigsaw
Right,
puzzle,
okay, so we're back.
Workplace specialists Jess and Philippa are convinced that something fundamental needs to change.
There's never been a meeting here, everyone all together, for 8 years. And we think the way to happiness here would be better communication, starting with a meeting.
And the
But why would you have a meeting
About
with
more
everyone?
Yeah, because they all do
everyone.
different things, don't they? Oh, it's just an excuse, isn't it? These training
first
things.
person they need to
excuses.
convince is the boss himself.
We do think, I mean, the things that people keep raising are the control over their job and being thanked and being heard. And so I think that, we've been talking about this.
It's all him.
Yeah.
I don't need a meeting about that. He needs to be less of a git.
Oh, he's not a git. He seems like a nice.
But he will not. He's not very forthcoming, is he? Like he didn't want to do the thing in the first place.
I didn't want to do the thing in the first place.
No, I know, fair enough. But he invited him in, so he's got to go with it. You've got to lead from the front. When they were playing that game, and she said you're not allowed to talk to each other, he went straight to shouting.
No, he didn't go straight to shouting. It took ages, and they said to him,
"You can't
you
speak."
Talk.
He went,
you can't
"I
talk
can
to each
shout."
other." But what? Go.
Yeah, but he's not into it.
They told him to
it's
shout.
Him. It's his lack of communication.
Jesus, he's an old man.
He's not that
he's
old.
From, this is from like 2005.
Yeah, everyone looked like
he's
that.
He's 65, right?
That's not old.
No, it's not old, but he was born in the 30s. I'm not very good at maths. He was born 1940, right?
Yeah.
Comes from a different era. He was born when Fritz was dropping bombs on us.
He was in his 20s in the 60s. Surely he should be hippy dippy.
A really
no
easy
excuses.
way
The hippies became the suits.
for you to grab that bull by the horns would be just to have a monthly meeting with everyone and get them all together.
Thank you, James.
What are we really discussing with our meeting?
I don't think...
It doesn't really matter what you talk about.
No, it really
just a
doesn't
waste of
matter. It's
time.
just the fact that it's happening.
So
It does. Of course, it matters what the meeting is about.
It's just an excuse.
Jesus.
really, it's an interplay of an
Yes.
ideas and it's a communication
Yeah.
thing. Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's right.
So it's an interplay of ideas and a communication thing. Yeah, that's what a
What a
meeting
meeting,
is.
yeah.
We know what meetings are. Welcome to SOS, Shonky Old Shows, with Iain and Catherine on TLNA. You're very welcome.
This might be an idea to let people air their views and get a positive input. Some cross-pollination.
Oh God, he's just
Dirty
saying words
bastards.
now. He's just saying words.
Well, they're going to go and spitball a few ideas and do some
They're gonna
blue sky
Going
thinking.
to run it up the flagpole and see who salutes.
Yeah, well, it will. I didn't say that. You can't.
Chris may be on board, but the staff need a little help getting their heads round the out.
I would recommend these headphones.
Okay.
They cost me £35. But this one hurts my right ear a bit, but I think I'm deformed.
Outlandish idea of a meeting with management.
You need to be talking. And Christopher said he'd like to...
Is she telling him how to do meetings now? I think she just loves it. I think she loves dishing out
Set up a
orders.
meeting.
I bet, well...
This Okay.
was Christopher's idea.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lost that there.
A meeting to raise whatever issue...
Meaty? She didn't put an N
Meaty,
there.
she's put.
Look, she doesn't put the N.
No, meaty.
Meaty?
And being heard. And so I think that we've been talking about this. A really easy way for you to grab that bull by the horns would be just to have a monthly meeting with
Went back
everyone,
too
get
far.
them all
Sorry,
together.
I shouldn't mess
What
around
are we
with this.
really discussing with our meeting?
I don't think...
It doesn't really matter what you talk about.
No, it really doesn't matter. It's just the fact that it's happening.
So really, it's an interplay of an
Yes.
ideas and it's a communication
Yeah.
thing. Oh, that's
Meaty.
That's right. That's okay. This might be an idea to let people air their views and get a positive input.
Just saying.
Some cross-pollination.
Chris may be on board.
Is he?
No smoking upstairs. What that means is downstairs.
Stairs, fine, yeah.
Spark up. And of course, the smoke won't go up upstairs, will it?
Because smoke don't rise.
Nope.
But the staff need a little help getting their heads round the outlandish
Roscoe says, I think he Googled training and this is what came up. Quite possible.
Is he about to say the staff need to get their head around the outlandish idea of having a meeting?
idea of a meeting with management.
Yes, that's what he's going to say.
What's a right meeting?
You need
If it's meeting.
You need to be talking. And Christopher said he'd like to set up a meeting.
This
Okay.
was Christopher's idea.
Yeah.
So what's the meeting for? Sorry,
Okay, we go. Meeting.
A meeting
M-E-E-T.
to raise whatever issues
Why?
you want
Meeting.
to raise.
Although Company Secretary Ray is keen to air his views, he's worried that Chris won't be so happy when he hears
Time, any day,
At the
any.
end of the day, what he
Recognising
says
others.
goes, and it's family business. And if I don't like your face, you're out the door. It doesn't matter whether you're good at your job or not. That's we've got no big powerful union here. We've got no shareholders to answer to. He does what he likes. So that's, I think, he
Told you
intimidates people. I don't think he means to.
As above.
Just that, he's the boss, and that's it.
And it's all going to kick off.
Okay, so the question, if you want something you think
He
it's
said
worth
he wanted
it,
to hear positive input.
it's up to you.
Yeah. They're all
Okay.
going to tell him he's rubbish.
You're going into an unknown within the company. People are probably sceptical of what to say.
Skeptical?
Is that Minder? Did he say skeptical?
Yes. But it's the telling, people get nervous.
Okay, so the question, if you want something you think it's worth it, it's up to you. Okay.
You're going into an unknown within the company. People are probably sceptical of what to
Skeptical.
I'm really skeptical about this
say.
whole thing.
Probably afraid of certain things to be said.
That's what I'm thinking of.
And what the outcome
can't
that's going to
speak
be.
your mind. If
people
frightened to
speak their
your
mind.
Padlock around the neck. Oh, yes. You can't quite see that, but there is.
She's secure.
Padlock around the neck. I can move that down there. Save a little bit more.
Which they should do. Fine. But if one or two people don't join in and agree or disagree, meeting will fall flat on its face.
Yeah, but then again, if you don't speak your mind, it's pointless having the meeting.
Correct.
And then
And that they
they'll
take
be
no-
none the wiser then. Anyone will be none the wiser.
Who's that a picture of on the wall?
Is that his wife?
That's his wife, isn't it? In like a sort of glamour pose.
Are they sitting in his office slagging him off? Because that's a power move.
That's great, man.
That's like on Come Down when they go and sit in your bedroom and tell everyone that you're a knobhead.
Is what you're feeling.
And that they take note of what's been said.
Let's look at what are we trying to achieve by this meeting.
No, well, it's a meeting about a meeting.
Yeah. They're wanting a happier outcome. If they
Blues Noodler, you don't see many folk wearing a St. Christopher these days. You don't, do you? No, you don't.
can be sold, everybody within the company can be sold that the reason for having this meeting is to have a happier outcome, the likelihood that it will go ahead.
Langley Grammar. My mum used to work there. My mum was the secretary there for many, many
Wow,
years.
okay.
I used to go and sit in her office. Langley Grammar School. Dr. Robinson, I think, was the headmaster when she was there.
Richard Reeves has been meeting lots of people out on the streets of Slough.
He's a cool guy, you can tell, because he doesn't hold his bag in the usual fashion.
He looks like one of the designers on...
He does, looks like Graham Wynne.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. Yeah.
But after nearly 9 weeks, he thinks he may have been missing a trick.
Imzadi, yes, I was on I'm a Celebrity. Yeah, I was the strawberry guy.
I've done a lot of talking to adults, but I'm convinced that a lot of the problems start
He's
earlier.
holding that over his shoulder as well. What's his problem with holding
He
things
seems
down by his waist?
He seems to want the kids to call him a tosser. I mean...
Actually, that sort of sense of materialism and career success crowding out other stuff happens early. And I think particularly in our educational system, I think we have to start early and go back to school.
In a bid to help the youth of Slough avoid potentially disastrous life decisions, Richard is about to give an assembly on...
Oh, good. So tunes get a monthly meeting and these poor kids get hiked out of class to have an assembly with some tosspot who wants to make them all happy.
the choices we make and how they can affect our happiness.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Richard Reeves, and I am slightly laughingly called a happiness expert. That means
And
that I've
that's
spent a
the
bit of
moment he
time
lost them.
thinking about what makes people happy, what makes them unhappy.
But before I go any further, can I just say I think it's awful what happened to Biggie Smalls and Tupac. I think it's awful.
So guys, Something to think about there.
And what we can do in our lives and in our workplaces and in our schools to increase our level of happiness. But before I do that, I'd quite like to get a sense of where you all are on the happiness scale. So tell me, who's feeling happy this morning? Hands up, who's feeling happy this morning?
My hand would go up like that.
That's pretty good. I'm now going to give you some money. In one of these envelopes, there is a sum of money. It's £40. Don't open them. Whoever opens that and gets 40 quid, that's my gift to you. But in exchange, you...
Now.
Where's now? Guys, I'm not going to make the joke. She's not going to make the joke. Certainly not out loud.
Inappropriate, man.
You make your own joke. Give you a few seconds just to do that. Shame on you, by the way, for doing it. But
as kids, we would have made the joke.
Yep. So he's giving some children £40, and in exchange for that, he wants... Don't type it in the chat.
If we were sitting next to each other in class, we would be laughing now.
He's happy.
And so on.
You have to do something for me. And if you're not willing to do it...
I gave him a blowy before, that's why he's happy.
He just said, now you've got to do something for me. Again, we would collapse. And then you'd get sent out, and they would assume that I was just trying to tell you to be quiet because I was a good girl.
You put it in my head. That's what I said to him, Sal's friend. Right,
bit. You have to pass it on. Don't worry, it's nothing weird.
Blowy! Huh? Sorry. Got something stuck in my throat. Come! Right, okay.
What I want you to do is just think for a moment. What do you think would be the best way to spend that money in terms of maximising your happiness?
Getting an AIDS test after I've given you a blowy.
Oh my God. You're totally going to get sent out.
I won't because he fancies me.
Right, okay.
Except
hands up, anybody who's got the envelope. Convince me you're going to spend it in a way that's going to maximise happiness.
Don't ask him.
I would buy myself some new shoes.
Buy something. Okay, good for you. How long will the shoes be new for?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
That's a good question. How long are shoes new for? That's a philosophical question. How long are new shoes new for, Catherine?
Till you get the next lot.
No.
Next question? Yes.
Well, no, 'cause I've
They're
got
my new shoes until I get newer shoes.
Well, what about old shoes? You got old shoes, right?
Yeah, but I've got new shoes, but they're not that new. They're just the newest.
Okay.
Do you know what I'd sell? I'd spend my money on, sir. There's actually a really important French textbook I need to buy, and Dad said he'd treat me on my birthday and take me to Blackwell's.
Bumlick.
Okay. So 2 weeks of happiness from a new pair of shoes is the best way to create the greatest happiness in the world from that money at the moment. Okay. All right, anybody else?
I would buy £40 worth of weed and make a joint, the biggest joint ever. No, let me finish, and pass it round, and we all get happy. Yeah! Rugby!
Out!
Yeah! I'll be walking out for applause. Yeah, man! Did it! Rugby, out!
But in the end, who was right?
I'd buy my mum a big bunch of flowers and give her a card to tell her how much I loved her.
Oh, mate.
Do you know what? Here's the thing. Because it was such a busy, frantic day filming, she got away with it on the day.
But now they've seen it.
But then it went out on air. Sadly, that young lady's no longer with us.
Fantastic answer. Oh.
Fantastic answer. Well, okay. Well, it's not actually, because the flowers would last less than 2 weeks. And also, the mum is the only one that would benefit. The shoes would last longer than 2 weeks, and everyone would benefit because they could see this young lady's smart shoes.
If mum's happy, everyone's happy. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Because one of the things we know makes people happier is having a good family relationship. All right? If you feel good about your family, you feel really good about yourself. So that's a good gift.
I'm going to give it to charity.
Which?
Come on.
No, you're not. No, you're not, mate. No, you're not. You're going to go and... Listen, what are you, 14? You're going to go and buy Mackie D's. That's what we're all going to do at 14. We're going to go and buy Mackie D's. We're going to be the big man in Mackie D's. Get whatever you want. That's what we're going to do. Be the big man in Mackie D's.
And you know what else? Because it's a special day, we're all going large.
Yeah.
Charity.
One of the African ones.
He's not thought about this, has he?
Which African one?
Give it someone African. Gentleman on the front row.
I'll put it towards my car.
Your car?
This
yeah.
guy's 25. What's he doing?
It's like Fonzie, this guy. He's 4. He's older than the teachers. I'll put it towards my car. Yeah.
Got a car, girls.
I got a car, and I will put it towards. I've got a car.
It's not even
already.
his car; it's his mum's car.
I've got a car already. I will put it to getting the semen. Cleaned off of the seats.
Come on, you're just jealous because he's got a car.
I am jealous.
I've seen it. It's a Nova.
Not only can I go and sort of visit.
Yeah, where's his tie? But put it towards getting the school uniform, boy.
Friends I haven't seen in a long time and family I haven't seen in a long time, but it will benefit myself as well.
Yeah, but actually, that will be a shitty 2005. That will be a shitty car, and it will be killing the planet. So the planet is dead because of this prick.
And friends around, going to parties, that sort of thing. Yeah. So
I'm not going to say there's a right or wrong answer. I am going to say.
But the car one was stupid. The African one I didn't believe, and the shoe one, dear God, I hope it's not you.
That what we know about what brings people happiness leads me to suggest that
his car is definitely going to be a Corsa.
If
it had been earlier, I thought it was earlier. Nova. It was Novas, then Corsas, maybe a Fiesta.
Yeah.
What you've said will be more effective in delivering happiness than something else. The problem is that if you buy something new, a new pair.
Sir, could you shut up and can we open the envelopes and then can we go? Who's got the money?
Pair of shoes. It's even true of a new car. Although I take the point about using it to see family and friends. We get something new, you feel good about it for a while, yeah? It's a great thing, you go and buy it, it's new, take it home, it's exciting. It wears off.
He's actually making an excellent point, but we are licensed.
We're too young to understand this.
To take the mickey out.
Yeah.
We're licensed.
We're still young, and we don't realise that actually he's given us some really important life lessons here.
Oh, Dangra says, what are the odds no one has any money? And that's the lesson. Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Mate. Is this where Noel Edmonds got the idea for Deal or No Deal? Mutation, it could be.
All the evidence shows that we just get used to the new stuff, and pretty soon it becomes the old stuff, and then you need more new stuff. The level of happiness in our country has not changed at all in the last 40 years.
It's gone down in the last 20 minutes as a direct result of this assembly, sir.
There is no relationship in rich countries between getting richer and feeling better. By the way, there's quite a big relationship in poorer countries between getting richer and getting happier.
Yeah, because it means that you're not going to get dead.
Yeah. And you can get water.
Yeah.
If you live in a country that has no water supply, getting water makes you happier.
Thank you, JPU Records. Oh, JPU Records, that reminds me, we should probably mention our wonderful, wonderful sponsors.
Definitely.
Let's get a shout out for the sponsors, please.
Now, if we got the £40 in an envelope, we know where we'd be spending it.
I'd be spending it all of these sponsors. First up, JPU Records. We got the link in the chat. So they got a Christmas album coming out, which is a joy. Happy Kids Christmas. Xmas. Xmas is not an abbreviation of Christmas. It's Greek. The X is Greek. The X means Christo, which is Christ, which is Christmas.
I tried to explain that to my kids today. They didn't believe me.
I know. Anyway, so it's brilliant. We've been playing it a lot last week. We'll play some more tomorrow. It is a joy, right? It's like a really clean, crisp, joyous Christmas album. Be perfect, like coming down Christmas morning to the presents.
There is even music on there for opening your presents too.
I love when you're opening the presents. You can't have the telly, can't have any of that on. But before you open any more, let me just go and put a CD on, or stream it, or whatever. Let me just go and put the CD on, boys. Then we'll open. Got this going on in the background. Great while you're having cooking a little bit of Christmas breakfast. It'll be great when you're wrapping the presents. It's a joy. While you're on their website, have a little look around before you click buy. We found Scandal last week, who I just think are
they're so great.
They're doing a gig next year, hopefully. American vaccine, not the British one. Yes, please. Go and have a look at Scandal.
It's German vaccine.
Who?
Pfizer is German vaccine.
It's American. American and Turkish.
Turkish.
Yeah. So go and have a look at their website. 10%. Just take a chance. Take a chance.
There's some great stuff on there.
We'll tell you what, tomorrow we'll play the Christmas stuff. Wednesday we'll play Scandal again. Because it was so good. Go and put a few things in the basket. Click before you check out, put in the code TLNA, 10% off.
Boom.
I'm spending £10 there.
Yeah.
I'm spending the £10 on gelaw.co.uk.
Can you get a divorce for £10? You could put a down payment on it.
Yeah, I'm going to put a down payment on the next one.
Okay, it's a good idea. Start saving up now.
That's what I am going to do. The reason the talent show was such a success was the talent, the fact that you guys contributed, but also that Richard, gelaw.co.uk, and Nick at Poseidon Safety, thank you, Alex.
Thanks, Alex.
They put their hands in their pocket. They really, as well as sponsoring the show, they've also, put money in that competition. They've also, Richard has also put money behind the till balcony shirts. So when we give away, some merch on Wednesday, which we will be on Hudo, it's thanks to Richard. So thank you, Richard. It's appreciated. It was lovely to see you at the Tier 3 meeting the other day. Nick Zeus. Look at Zeus. Cool. He's a cool dog.
But actually, we've been talking about Zeus, and he's sweet and he's beautiful and all these things. But when we saw him doing his talent on the talent show, made you realise that Zeus is actually a very, very, very good guard dog.
Let's give you some facts about Poseidon Safety Management. All the patrols are GPS tracked and monitored by a 24-hour control room who assist members of the public, customers and the patrols. They do small kind of gestures, maybe not so small. They've sponsored a local not-for-profit outfit by sending out what they call Blues and Twos packages. It's a care package to thank the police, the fire brigade and the ambulance service in the local area for everything they've done throughout the pandemic. All the dogs and handlers are trained in-house by their trainers who all either have police or military background. They are making Devon and Cornwall better. Thanking you very, very much indeed.
I could come.
Thank you, Lulu72XX. Abby Care. Abby Care. Abby Care. Abby Care Group, specialist addictions recovery clinics. They've got clinics in Glasgow and Gloucester, and tomorrow we'll have a little look around their clinic in Gloucester. Been established for over 15 years, so this ain't no fly-by-night thing. This is they've got a really strong, solid team that will give you everything, every bit of help that you could possibly get to kickstart your recovery from alcohol, drugs, sex, gambling, food, whatever it may be. This is one of the best teams in the country. Will be able to help you. Listen, they can't do it for you. If you don't want to get clean, you won't get clean. But this is one of the best starts you could have. Give them a call, 01603 513 091. 01603 513 091. abbycare.co.uk. Mention TLNA.
Yeah.
Get 25% off. Back to this. Who has got the £40? We're watching Make Slough Happy. It's SOS Shonky Old Shows on Monday, the late night alternative. Catherine Boyle, Iain Lee. Let's hit play.
If you live in a country that switches from VHS players to DVD players, you will not be happier by one iota.
Well, you will be if you get a DVD player.
Yeah, man.
Otherwise, you end up like Pete. No one wants to end up like Pete. I can say Lexi's not in the chat.
I still had my dad's top loader video.
Live in concert?
Well into 2000.
Part of my tidying up at the weekend, I got a VHS that was in that cupboard and it's now in the garage. I'm not going to throw it away because I will use it. I've got a load of VHS tapes that I kind of want to go through, stuff of mine. So imagine if you had a Betamax. Kate, please, Kate, no. Don't even go there, all right? The Betamax VHS wars, or the VHS wars as we call them because those guys won, were bloody enough. Don't. Okie dokie. Bleats International, thank you for the sub. Here we go. Let's find out who's got this 40.
Thank you very much for listening to me, and thank you very much for your honesty and your engagement. I'm going to let you go now, but I think we should see who won
this is where he's gonna...
the 40 quid. Was it shoes or was it Africa?
He's going to pwn someone.
My mum's going to get the biggest bunch of flowers.
No, she isn't. I bet she spent it all on cigs.
What? No. Just goodbye. Come on.
Thank you all very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Are you allowed to give money to kids that you don't know?
I wouldn't. But they were different days.
See, okay. What these kids are? They got to be sixth form, so 16,
16,
You're talking about cars. So let's say 16, 17. What would you have spent it on? Sarah says massive bottle of White Lightning and 10 Mayfair.
Yeah, there was actually money.
There.
Yeah, okay, that's where
You got
the
it?
momentous occasion.
Back in the town centre, psychotherapist Brett Carr has been invited to
Tuesday
a special
Club.
occasion.
By the way, this is where the concept of different
Tuesday Club.
days came from. Was they were Tuesday Club, and I wiped off at the weekend. We wrote on board, Tuesday Club. There's something in that. And then I dreamt. I had a doze, and I woke up and said, Catherine, I know what we need to do. We have different themes every day.
Yeah, Tuesday Club.
This was the inspiration.
If you missed, I mean, it seems like a long time ago that we started Make Slough Happy. It was a few weeks ago now. But it was largely old ladies who used to meet for a dance, and there's one man left.
We're getting some suggestions. You want to read some of these suggestions of what people would spend it on?
I'm too old to twitch. Razzle and a bag of frazzles. Anything rhyming with azzle, by the sounds of it. Katie for 10 Mayfair and 4-pack of Links Lager.
So no Links Lager.
No.
10 Embassy. It's all buying 10 fags. 10 Embassy number 1, says Barry. And 4
Cigarettes
cans
are so
of
expensive
Tennants.
now, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like 20 quid a pack. I remember when they were £2.50 a
Yeah.
pack.
Or if you bought 10, it would cost you like £3.
Hit the Rimmel counter hard. A Rimmel counter hard. I spent it on something that got me arrested and given a caution. Okay, here we go.
At age concern.
There, that's right. That's
With Brett's encouragement,
Look at that old council building. Those
Rex
old
and
council,
Mary
but that
have
wood-
convinced the Tuesday Club to come out of retirement
That
for
wood
their first public
is something you can only get in a council building, in an old council building. You won't get it now.
Someone on Twitter last week was talking about how they're obsessed with village halls and how all village halls
An
look the same.
American
Yeah.
who said, my friend in Britain sent me a picture of a village hall, and I'm obsessed. Are they all like that?
They are all the same because they're sort of prefabs, weren't they?
Yeah, I love a village. I don't tend to go to that. There are a lot of meetings. Some meetings were in village halls. Not many, actually.
When the kids were little, there was always a party, wasn't there? In the village hall?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and voted in it and stuff like that. I spend a lot of time in church halls and school halls, more so than most 47-year-old men, because AA meetings are there. Mainly church halls. Actually, there are some village halls. Now I'm outside of London, there are some. But I get to go to places that a lot of people haven't been to for years because they're not in the Cubs or anything anymore. And it's a lot of church halls I go to. I love it.
performance in years.
Now, one of the gentlemen, come and tell us how you're feeling.
You've got an extra bloke there.
Yay! Now, can I just say, 40 years' time, that's me. Ian, get us started. And
can stop now, Ian.
And also, that's my youngest son now.
It is.
It's interesting to watch the way people come alive.
He's an extra bloke.
Alan
Alan
Wicker.
Wicker.
When they start to get
They've got
into
blokes.
each other individually.
No wonder the women have all dressed up.
Fresh meat, that's how they got him in.
There we go.
As against in the whole.
Kitty would get some acid and a wimpy. I mean, why not? I get it. Look at this, the font on that no smoking sign, the wood, that wooden floor. Oh, it's one little stage.
You
That's
know exactly
wonderful.
what that whole building smells like.
Yeah, the eaves. You've got eaves through there where stuff would be stored. Oh, God.
That was the sort of place where we used to go and have ballet lessons when I was a kid.
Mark says, I shot a music video in a village hall. The place was pure nostalgia. Wonderful.
Group. There's lots of vitality in the group, which I didn't know was there until we started.
I'm going to kill you all.
Keep going. I made this happen.
Yes.
Oh, awkward. Watch this lady here as she tries to instigate everyone standing up and dancing.
Oh, no.
No was there until we started.
Mutation says, we're going to be old people soon. What do you mean soon? We're there. We go, watch. Everybody, come on. Come on, everyone. Come on. No.
He's not looking. He's looking at his words. Roscoe B, the opposite of child catcher, the granny snatcher.
It's fantastic.
It is actually. Listen, it is actually fantastic. We're wearing our cynical hats, and we're being slightly phony. This is magic, of course it is. But he is going to kill us. It's that mum singing.
But I suppose it's just the style of singing that they grew up with. My grandma used to sing like that. Yeah. And the way we sing will be old-fashioned to our grandkids. Is he doing a voice?
No, that's his voice. It is brilliant.
It's lovely to see them blossoming and sharing their skills in such a generous way. Rex and Mary are two of the real stars of Slough, I have to tell you. Thank you so much. Can we get you to come back here and do some more work with this group, because they really...
Yeah, but yes, is there any money in it?
Do you know,
is there any money? Because otherwise I'm going to have to say no.
This looks good, but I would go to the ladies' circle that my grandma used to go to. I remember going along with her once, and I thought it was going to be a, boring thing. They drank more gin and told filthier jokes than I've ever heard in my life. I was there, I think, for my 21st birthday. It was such a laugh. Such a laugh. It made you realise that actually... I looked around and I sort of saw... the younger women they used to be, the way they were talking to each other. You realise that everyone... I said to Grandma, I said, how old do you feel you are? She went, I don't feel any different from when I was like 32. She was 70 odd.
I feel 24.
Yeah.
I'm 47. I imagine I will always have an element of me that feels 24. I'm aware now I'm getting a little bit slower. My hips are hurting a little bit. But they are the same people they were when they were 24.
And that's the sort of music they'd have been singing when they were younger. And the other thing is that you sort of, when you're 20, you look at old people and you sort of treat them as if they're not kids, but getting that way. Do you know what I mean? Like a little old lady. God, they've seen more than you've experienced, and they've been through such a lot.
Who's Paul Chowdhury?
Oh, I know that name.
I'm doing a podcast with him next week for Radio X.
I know that name.
Who's Paul Chowdhury? Could Google him, I suppose, couldn't I? If anyone knows. I'm doing a podcast. I'm looking forward to it. I've heard of him, but I can't think who he is.
They were really loving it.
They seem to enjoy it.
He's a comedian. I know the fella. Brilliant. Oh, I like that guy's hat.
There's still stuff to be done. And that's something I'd almost be...
Trying to see what's going on in that picture there. It looks like a band. Oh, he's been on Mock the Week. He's very good. Okay. That's Paul Sinha you're thinking of, Don.
Going to relinquish before this project. I thought, right, the job's done. I'm now just going to
thank you,
sit back and
Darth Mail.
all the rest of it.
Darth Mail, another retro. Got a few retro gamer fans in this evening. Thank you. I'm here with my friend Catherine every weeknight. 9 o'clock till 12 o'clock, sometimes a bit earlier, sometimes a bit later. Click follow and you will be notified when we're on. And I'm going to get round to doing some more video game streaming, which will be separate from this. And I want to stream some retro stuff. I got a new Lappy so we can take this show on the road. But it's also so I can plug it up to like my GameCube and my Dreamcast and my Saturn and do some stuff there. So please click follow. And if you like it, you could always link your Twitch account with your Amazon Prime and subscribe to us for free, and we get a $5 to split between us. Imagine, doesn't cost them anything.
I'm definitely spending my bit on Diamond White.
Do it if you're liking this. Just click follow. That's free. We're on 13,158 followers. I reckon we could get to 15,000 by the end of the year. We need a bit of a push, but that'll be great. If you've got Amazon Prime, you can link it to your Twitch. As I said, the link will come up in the chat in a second, thanks to one of my excellent mods. And you can then subscribe to us for free, or you can pay to subscribe, or if you just want to chuck a few quid, I've got a PayPal thing. I'm going to put PayPal here. Not speaking directly to you, Darth, that would be rude, but paypal.me/Iain Lee. All money there. Get split between me and Catherine Boyle. Back on with the...
All that, of course, is optional.
All optional. If you can't afford it, you don't want to afford it.
It's all good.
We're here. We're here.
But
We're here.
I no longer feel I want to do that. I feel there is still out there some contribution which I can.
He said the C word.
Not quite.
Out there is still some contribution.
And do some more work with this group because they were really loving it.
They seem to enjoy it.
Careful on them stairs now.
That's a risk.
That's
I would be over.
something I'd almost begun to relinquish before this project.
I might stream some
thought,
ZX
the job's
Spectrum
done.
again. I've done it in the past.
I'm now just going to enjoy and just sit back and all the rest.
I couldn't carry a red shirt like that. I couldn't carry a red
Yeah,
shirt.
you could.
No, I couldn't. Not red. Not pure red. Red and black like yours. I've got one like that. Maybe we should wear our red and black shirts together one night.
Why?
Because then it would look nice, like Harold and Hilda.
I thought that was a joke.
But
Howard and Hilda.
Harold and Hilda.
Harold and Hilda. I
They're-
thought that was a joke,
What do you
that
mean?
they always dress the same.
No, but they did it because they had a lot of love and respect for each other.
Well, again.
So we're gonna let me know next time you wear it, or next time you come around and I see it, and I'll go and put mine on. Good, go and put it on now.
It's all right.
I'm gonna put it on now. You talk to the boys and girls. If anyone, here we go.
Oh, Jasmin.
I'm gonna call Jasmin back, and you can talk to her.
All right.
And
We'll have some fun times.
You talk to Jasmin, and I'll go and put the shirt on. Here we go. Hello, Jasmin.
Jasmin's in the sauna. Jasmin's in the sauna. Put your clothes. Oh, there she is. It's check shirt day. Who is this?
This is my alpaca. Paco.
Paco the alpaca.
Yeah.
How you doing, Jasmin? I haven't seen you for a while.
Well, I'm fine. We have the 1st of December here now.
Oh, is it already? What time is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it will be. Well, happy December.
It's past midnight here in Switzerland.
Yeah.
And I want to show you something that's very cute. My mom made for me. So.
Oh! What did you make? I'm assuming you made those.
That's an advent calendar for me. So every day I may open one. And these are like owls.
Did you make that, or is someone giving that to you?
No, my mother made this for me.
Wow, what a sweet idea. I was gonna say, if you made them, less of a surprise when you open them, but still, at least you know what you want. But so do you have any idea what's inside?
No, not at all. So I wanted to open it.
Oh, hang on a minute. Iain, you're about to miss some magic. Oh my god. That is very similar, isn't it?
Mine's a bit more faded.
So I have no clue what's in.
Look at this.
Oh, hang on. What's going on? Hang on a minute,
Right,
Jasmin.
so just show him the whole setup because it's incredible. So Jasmin's mum's made like an advent calendar.
How did she do that?
Look.
Hang on a minute. I've got to put my headphones on. I can see there's lots of owls. I can see.
All lined up in order.
That's weird.
Can you
see which ones?
One moment, please,
I haven't got
Jasmin.
my glasses on.
What, let's see. Is there an... That says Le.
Le, thank you. So Le for Le right.
Le for listen.
Why is she so angry?
Because she wants to open her advent owl and she's waiting for you.
But it's not the first.
It is there. It's gone midnight.
Yeah.
I'm not opening mine until my boys open mine. I bought Hot Wheels. I bought Hot Wheels. Actually, they're
That's
not very
nice.
similar, are they?
No. Go on, open your owl, Jasmin.
Twitter, whoa.
Hope you can see me.
Okay, and your mum made this. Did your mum buy it or make it?
No, she made it herself.
Is it? Will it be a picture of Michael Jackson?
No. But I have no clue.
Ollie says, "Is Iain okay around owls?" He has previous. I'm okay. I've done a lot of work on it.
I hope it's not anything embarrassing.
Just pulled the eye off.
Like thrush cream.
Hello, Frank Sidebottom.
Thrush cream or something.
Thrush cream.
My mum would get them for me.
Put the eyes on both of your. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. Your mum will get you thrush cream.
She'd get me something embarrassing. You know, my dad and me were passing back and forth the hemorrhoid trumpet thing for ages.
Well, didn't you play it with it in your mouth? Didn't you suck your dad's hemorrhoid trumpet once?
I came downstairs going at that part with it, and he told me what it was for. Oh, what have you got?
Oh, mini pralines. Pralines.
Pralines. I'm so happy.
Mini pralines. Open the others.
No. Wow.
Open. What's wrong?
I need to get some water.
She wants a praline now.
I do want a praline.
Take your headphones off.
I will.
All right.
I'm just trying to find an escape route.
Okay. Mini pralines. Well, that's lovely. Your mum made that, did she?
Yeah.
That's really kind of her. Your mum is great. All I did was buy a Micro Machines one for my boys. It's expensive though, so I probably love them more. It's just what I'm going to do is what I really like to do is I'd like to just get a shot of that. So can you just hold it still, but with by the side, so that we can see your face as well. That's it. Just hold it there. Perfect. I just want to get a screenshot. So if you could just hold that, we'll use this as publicity. So if you can just get a screenshot and just stay there and hold it. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't smile. Don't smile. No. Come on, do it seriously, please. Just hold it there for a second. Just hold it steady for a second. Just look straight ahead at the camera. Just hold it steady for a second. Hang on, let's try. Look straight at the camera, please. We've got to start again now. Hold it steady. No. Put your hands back where they were, please. Can you put your hands back where they were? We were covering up the chocolates and now there's light. Right, Jesus, we've got to start again. Right, so all right, is that the position you're comfortable in? Your right hand is casting a shadow over Lindt. There, that's it?
Yeah.
That's it. Look straight at the camera. Open your eyes a bit wider. You look. That's it. Okay, a little bit longer. No, you blinked. No, straight at the camera, please. Don't smile. Straight at the camera.
Why is this taking you so long?
Because you keep blinking and looking all. It's not because straight at the camera. Open up wider.
He's a perfectionist, I'm afraid.
Don't blink. Oh, come on, please. Please. Can you lift the box up like 2 millimeters? Too high. Split the difference. Up a bit so we can see the 9. There. Perfect. Eyes wide open. Straight at the camera. Don't blink. Don't smile. Don't move. Here we go. Eyes wide open. Wider. Too wide. Perfect. There. That's it. Hold it there. Okay, thanks very much. I think we'll have to pass. Bye.
Oh. Tell you what, though, she's the winner. She's got a box of chocolates at midnight.
Can someone clip that, please? That's just going to go on YouTube all on its own. 2 hours, 34. That's terrible.
That's awful.
That is
fancy doing that.
Awful.
Terrible.
Right, we have to finish this one episode. I was thinking we'd get through this in an episode of Changing Rooms tonight.
No, never going to happen.
We have to finish this one episode. You can call in, but ignore my things. You can call in. Someone said, does it cost money to phone? The 0203 286 6370, it's a normal phone number. It's a normal phone number. So if you've got minutes on your package, that'll be part of your minutes. So it's not like a premium rate or anything like that. And TLNA is on Skype. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Please, dear God, can we finish this? We've got another episode of this as well, which we not tonight, not this year, probably. I would imagine.
rest of it. But I no longer feel I want to do that. I feel there is still...
He says the C word.
Out there.
Oh, you can't see him. He's going to say the C word. He's going to say the C word.
He's not.
Some contribution.
He
Which
said
I
it.
can
I could
still
edit
make.
that so that he said it.
Probably with Mary alongside, both of us together.
So there you are.
Is he holding that bag
Of
like
course,
that?
when it comes to leading a long and fulfilled life, it helps if you pick the right career at the start. To discover how the future...
Even in 2005, they were talking about careers.
Job seekers of Slough approach this make-or-break question. Richard Reeves is meeting some local sixth formers to hand out flowers.
Who was Richard Reeves? Oh, wasn't he? He was the shoe bomber.
Yeah.
He was the shoe bomber, not this fella. Richard Reeves. Richard Reed. Richard Reed was the shoe bomber. That's why you got to take your shoes off in airports, because of Richard Reed. And you know what, Richard? I think he's still alive in an American prison. I don't think he's been put to death yet. I'm glad to take... I love taking my shoes off. So you actually made flying more enjoyable. So up yours, Dolores.
Anyway.
Manifestos and free life coaching.
Oh, God.
So who's doing business studies? Right, okay. Why did you choose it?
It's really relevant because I want to go into business management and hopefully work for a company in either human resources or marketing.
Do they do philosophy A-level here? Yeah. And I think it'll be much better preparation.
Oh, piss off.
Oh, he's angry. I cut him off slightly early. He was going to say that would be much better preparation. So let's hear him out. But then we will tell him to piss off.
Approach this make-or-break question. Richard Reeves is meeting some local sixth formers to hand out flowers.
And Reed Richards was part of the Fantastic Four as well, thank you.
Manifestos.
Never been a good Fantastic Four movie. There's something to think about.
And free life coaching.
Why is it so hard to get the Fantastic Four in a good movie? Although I did enjoy the one where Captain America, the two where Captain America was in as the Human Torch. Flame on. Torch on, flame on.
So who's doing business studies? Right, okay. Why did you choose it?
It's really relevant because I want to go into business management and hopefully work for a company in either human resources or marketing.
Do they do philosophy A-level here? Yeah. And I think it'll be much better preparation for life. You're going to be doing business in a business. You're doing it for real. Why spend 2 years studying it here?
It gives you a head start. Yeah.
You know more about businesses, how...
What's he picking his nose for?
Because he's trying to be cool and casual.
So who's doing business studies?
Just totally ignores her. Starts giving.
Why did you choose it?
In a rant, he wants
I
to
want to go
get
into business management and
just wants to ask her out, but
for a
he's too
company
nervous.
in either human resources or marketing.
Do they do philosophy A-level here? Yeah. And I think it'll be much better preparation for life. You're going to be doing business in a business. You're doing it for real. Why spend 2 years studying it here?
It gives you a head start. Yeah.
You know more about businesses, how they work.
He's exactly the kind of person I would have called a prick. There, that's her. Don't belittle the young woman. The young
she gave
lady
a really
for
good
that.
answer. She knew why she wanted to do it.
Okay, do you know what? Well, yeah, but maybe I can see now as a 47-year-old who's starting to look at philosophy a little bit. That actually does give a great understanding. But she has
had your first job, you can see that. Yeah. But at this point, they've not had that.
Made her plans. She's got a plan that she's working towards.
Were they paying for fees at this point?
Huh?
Were they paying fees at this point?
Paying fees?
You know, to go to university.
No. I don't remember. No, I don't think. I don't know when that came in.
Because that changed things a lot, I think. People had to get a lot more vocational because they had to justify it to their parents while they were going to university. It wasn't before.
And it does give you a better chance of getting a higher paid job.
Let me ask you another question. What do you think are the most important elements of a happy life?
Using good time management skills to alleviate stress.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we're throwing a party this weekend. You're all invited. Not the good time management skills guy. I'm sorry. It's not alleviating our stress.
So you can spend time with your friends, your family, and also do your work.
How many of you know roughly what careers you want to get onto now? How many you know? Right, most of you know what you're going to do. What are you going to be?
A barrister.
A barrister?
Yeah. I like the fact that
Well, you go into court and you try and make your case for personally.
So you're clearly thinking about private practice as a barrister. You're not thinking about working for the Crown Prosecution Service and prosecuting. You're going to be a defence barrister. Whereas why defence rather than...
Because there's more money in it.
More money in it. How many of you are identifying careers that are not your first choice in terms of what you think you'd really like to do, but because your job is well paid?
Well, at the moment, yeah, I think I'm going to go into the economic side as a career. But initially...
The smell of old books, he's met his match with this lot. He totally has.
I was wondering how he's going to dismantle that boy's dreams. He just had a quiet poke, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh man.
I wanted to be like a sports writer or something like that.
Hey Faith, can we get a shout out for? Can we get a shout out in the chat for Retro Faith Knuckles? Oh, by the way, she told us that someone we'd unbanned.
Yeah, I know. I
was
saw that.
being unpleasant, so we'll have none of that. We'll have none of that. I think that's the username. We'll have none of that. That should do it. Oh, that person doesn't exist, so maybe we got the wrong name. But we will certainly have a little. We will certainly. Maybe did I put a space in there? Maybe if I do it without this. Oh, here we go. Oh, what is that? It?
Yeah.
IGUJC3. Is that the name though? We'll have none of that. Right. Okay. Just make sure we got the name, Faith, and we'll have none of that going off and sleazing over people that we're fans, or people that we're not fans of. Nah, we won't have that. Yeah.
You don't get two chances, not at this court.
No, you don't. Please, can we finish this bloody thing? I don't want to carry this over till next Wednesday.
Much, and I always have a view on everything.
That's quite a big shift.
Yeah.
Sports writer.
Vic's fan said, Catherine, did you dream of being a judge when you were younger?
I was always judging. Always.
I mean, there's only so many article writers in the media, so you've got to be at the pinnacle.
How can you possibly know whether or not you're going to succeed as a sports writer at 17?
You don't. Who knows?
What? It's like when I said I wanted to be an actor.
Yeah.
I was at school. I said I want to be. Oh no one makes. They did that whole thing about 97% of actors are out of work. Yeah. You won't. You won't.
Who is this? The careers advisor.
This was the head of sixth form. And let's call her Mrs. B. And I didn't really like. She never liked me. She was the one as well. A couple of years before who'd said, "You're nowhere near as good as your sister."
Oh,
and she said, "No." So doing the UCCA and PCAS forms as it was then, University and Polytechnic. What do you want to be? I want to be an actor. Nah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You'll be out of work, and it just won't happen. So why don't you become a primary school teacher and teach drama? And I was like, what? Okay, that's what I didn't. So I didn't know the options. I auditioned for drama school and didn't get in, and I didn't know the options. So I went, okay, yeah, fine. Then luckily, thank God, I failed my A levels, because then when I went to Windsor College to do some more A levels, and they said, "What do you want to do?" I'd love to be an actor, but I know that's not realistic. So they said, "Well, why not?" I said, "Well, because I auditioned for drama school and I didn't get in, and I know." They said, "But you could study like drama or theatre or performing arts at university or Polytechnic." And I said, "What?"
Yeah.
They said, "Yeah, you can do a university degree or a Polytechnic course." The Polytechnics was just going out that year. In fact, I think that was the first year that Polytechnics had become universities. I think, or maybe it was going to be the next year. So if I'd applied for a Polytechnic, it would be a university, something like that. And they had never said that to me in school. They'd never said, "Well, you could. These are the courses where you could study performing arts or theatre studies that has a mixture of drama." And this guy, it was a guy, I can't remember his name, at college, gave me a list of all these courses that I could do, and I ended up.
Brilliant.
Bretton Hall was one where I got offered a place. Middlesex University, where I went to and did drama and did performing arts for 3 years. It's why I'm sat here now, because I did that, and also at the same time I was taught how to do stand-up comedy. And when I couldn't get acting work, I did stand-up comedy. And then while I was doing the stand-up comedy, I got onto a thing called the 11 o'clock show, which has led to this, which has led to me knowing you.
Yeah.
All of this. because I failed my A-levels and because the school, that school, Mrs. B, and I really hated her. And then years later, when I got on the 11 o'clock show, there was a piece about me in, I think it was the Times. Or the Guardian, probably the Times. And it was a picture of me and Sasha in an interview with both of us. And she wrote me a letter saying, it's really good to see you doing so well. And we're all very proud of you. And I ignored it. And I should have written back. But if I had have written back, I would have written back something snarky. And that's one of my regrets, is that I was not a big enough human being at that point.
To write a measured letter.
To write a letter saying, well, thank you very much. Here's how I think you could have helped me better. And it was thanks to the college, not the school, that I got here. But it's nice to hear from you. I couldn't do that. Lived in the same street as her as well.
Wow.
Mrs. B.
My school was always really supportive with stuff like that, and they kind of backed me to do whatever I wanted to do. It was only when I applied for universities, right? They had a careers fair, and the local college came round, and I was sort of weighing up my options, and I was applying to various sort of red brick places, and but I thought, well, what if I muff up my A levels? What if I should have something in the bank that's more realistic, just in case. So I was talking to this local college, and they said, what do you want to do? I said, well, French. And they said, well, it'd have to be like French with business or whatever. I went, okay. Well, it is a long course. It's a 3-year course. I said, okay. Well, I was looking at 4-year courses anyway. They went, are you sure you're going to be able to commit to that? I said, sorry? They said,
Babies. Well, really?
Yeah. A lot of young women find, especially with business, it's quite difficult. And you might decide that your family comes first at that point. And I went, I was 17? I was 17. And it sounds made up, but it happened.
About 6 years ago, Jeff, our friend Jeff, Pop Hazy, who does all of the titles for us, invited me to go and speak. It's 6 years, something like that. Invited me to go and speak at his college, where it's 16, 17-year-olds, and to talk about working on the radio, which I was absolutely pleased to do. And thank you, Bod, not Bod. Bod, not Bod. And I got speaking to some of them afterwards, and one of them was a young lady, 17, 18, who had applied to do radio studies. I don't quite know what it was called, a university, I think. And I was chatting to her, and I couldn't believe it. And she said that she'd been told to, why do you want to do it? I want to be a presenter. Yeah. I think because you're a woman, you'd be better off looking at producing. This was in the 2010s, and this was a 17, 18-year-old woman, and she told me that, and I was like, shit, is that still going on? Yeah. And I told her the exact opposite. I said, you focus on whatever it is you want to focus on.
It doesn't change unless you change it.
That's the kind of stuff that I'm embarrassed that my generation are still spouting that crap. And
it will be someone. It will be someone our age.
Yeah,
as well.
I said, I'm embarrassed. My generation got it wrong. We should have cleaned all this mess up now, and it should be equal for men and women. And you talk about different races, that's a whole different thing altogether. I said, we got it wrong. It should be equal for men and women, and I'm embarrassed that someone in authority would say that to you. My message, the exact opposite. You want to be a presenter? You go and try and be a presenter. It might not work. Being a producer, it might not work. Whatever you decide to do, it might not work.
But no one else is going to try for you.
But you have, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Someone's got to get those jobs. Why not you? Why not you?
Incredible.
That's the thing. You know, when I was talking about going into radio, I
and
remember
that
a friend
lady was Vanessa Feltrosco. Yes, you're correct.
I remember a friend of mine saying to me jokingly, "Oh, but they don't have people that talk like you on the radio."
Yeah.
Thankfully, I didn't let that get to me, because that was true at the time. That was true at the time.
It's a strange old world. It's a strange old world.
Someone's got to get those jobs.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you take yourself out of the race before you even start, what's the point?
Oh, and by the way, it turns out as well, if you're worried, it turns out you can allow the N-word to be said 8 or 9 times on your radio show, and you still don't get taken off of air. Bearing in mind, I got the sack because I called a bigot a bigot. We'll allow the N-word 8 or 9 times, and you don't get taken off the air. That's absolutely fine. Right, let's carry on with this, please.
But what I do know is that if I don't succeed, there's going to be a greater cost than if, going into economics, where you got a lot more like wider chance of succeeding in it.
What slightly worries me about that is that you might be closing down some options. And I think that earlier and earlier, people are having to make decisions about careers and getting more and more conservative. The worst thing is not to know. How will you know? You could be the greatest sports writer of your generation, and someone who changed the face of British sporting journalism. You could be, but you'll never know if you don't give it a go.
Hang on, is he saying do it or don't do it?
I don't know, I'm confused because he made them all unsure of what they were saying.
Also, I think young people are forced to choose too early. I mean, but don't tell them. I mean,
no, this is a conversation.
It's not their fault.
This is a conversation you have with people who can do something about it, not the kids who are going through a system they can't change.
Yeah.
You've got all these great kids. They're all bright. They've got
Hold your bag properly, you tit.
Also, they're not kids. Who is it? Someone. Thank you very much, Carney. Someone said he's trying to be like the cool teacher that says this guy's that cringe teacher, says Games Help Me Forget, with the acoustic guitar, who tries to be edgy by using the word bollocks in class and pretending to be one of the lads.
Exactly. Exhibit A, that bloody bag.
All this future in front of them, and they're racked with anxieties that belong to adulthood, not childhood. And the danger is the pressure they're under.
Mate, were you ever a teenager?
I kind of agree with him that there's a lot of pressure at that age to choose, you know, at the age of 13, to choose what you're going to be when you're 40. But
it isn't that, though, is it? That's what we have to tell our kids, is that make a decision about something. What will you be happy doing for the next few years? Because it won't be that forever necessarily.
Smoking the reefer, said your youngest to me the other day when I asked her.
And that they feel
it's only 9
is robbing them of their childhood. We have to make sure that places like this do not exist as training camps for the labour market.
All right, mate. Well, you wait 15 years till COVID comes along.
But as preparation for life, we've got to reclaim the education system for happiness and for good.
Here's a cross between, I'm assuming you mean Chef Ramsay, very respectful Faith, and Michael Palin, yes.
Living, not for preparation.
I bet he turns up the collars on his polo shirt. Let's stop picking on this guy just because he's a bell.
We all know the type, though, don't we?
For a lifetime at work. You know, you've got enough time to worry about that when you get older. You shouldn't be worrying as much as these kids are worrying at 17.
I would suggest he's not from the same background they're from.
With just 3 weeks before the grand finale in the town square, community expert Andrew Mawson.
Cheer up, mate!
Community expert.
Well, why my mouse keeps going a bit funny? Anyway, it's by the by. My concern, guys, not yours.
Has been busy handing out cameras to the volunteers.
Those Canon Ixus used to be, voila.
We had a load of those at 3 Counties. You'll be surprised to know someone nicked them. I think later on we discovered
we know who
nicked them.
I've got a Canon 7D, right, which is one down from a Canon 5D. Surprisingly, it's one down, and it's a great camera. It cost me about $3,000, right? And it's the camera that I took to New York to make that documentary about Monkeys fans. It's brilliant. But I don't really use it now because I've got the Lumix for this, and I've got a Sony GX Mark II for the one we took to New York.
Do some filming at Christmas.
I'm going to do some tomorrow. But so I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll sell that. The Canon 7D, because it's about $3,000, and the lenses are about 150, 250 quid each.
Yeah.
I've got a few lenses. And I went on Amazon, and do you know how much they're worth now? About 200 quid.
You're kidding me.
Jesus
It's a
Christ.
good camera.
I was gutted.
Oh, there you go, look at that.
They need to take thousands of pictures around Slough for the big photo mosaic.
There we go.
I got beaten up at that Slough Ice Arena. I got beaten up there when I was 15 by those 2 women.
You're now going to be part of the picture. The bigger picture in Slough.
Despite
this is the lady who takes pictures of dog shit.
Yeah.
Never having picked up a camera
I like her a lot.
78-year-old retired nurse Heather White has become positively snap happy.
She's discovered her why.
I worked here for 25.
Wexham Park Hospital. I was born there. My mother nearly died there several times. To the right, that car park there. Here's a little handy hint. Right? They might have changed it now. Might have changed it. I haven't been there for a few years.
Is this going to be a dodgy hint?
It's a life hack.
Okay.
You could buzz on the thing and say, "I'm sorry, I put my ticket in. It's not let me through." All right, mate, I'll open the barrier. Did it every day. My mum was in there for weeks. Did it every day. I didn't feel bad about it because the money's going to a private company, not the National Health Service.
They charge the nurses.
Yeah, exactly. Scumbags.
I don't know if they charge them there, but I imagine they do.
I don't know. This is also, my mum was supposed to go there to have operational breast cancer. And I'd heard on Radio 4 was a big scandal that came out, or that a load of hospitals weren't good, and this was one of the worst hospitals. It had a really quite high score for childcare for some reason, but terrible score for everything else, and one of the worst scores in the country for people going in for cancer treatment and dying basically. And like the head of the NHS said, would you send a family member to Wrexham Park Hospital? No. So then a week later, I then had to go in and talk to my mum's surgeon about this. And it was one of the proudest moments of my life, because we talked to mum had breast cancer and she was having chemotherapy, not radio, chemotherapy. And I would go in with her, because she's not very well anyway, she's very forgetful. I would go in with the notebook and take notes down, which they didn't like. And we had a meeting, and I said, so what are our options in terms of the operation? She was going to have the lump removed. Not a mastectomy, but she's going to have the lump removed. What are our options? What do you mean, what are our options? What hospitals do we have? She said, well, I'm the surgeon at Wrexham Park Hospital. That was actually in Windsor we had these meetings. I'm the surgeon at Wrexham Park Hospital. So we will be taking your mum to Wrexham Park Hospital. And I'd read up on this. And I let her finish. And I said, yeah, we're not going there. And she got really defensive. Why? I said, well, because I heard the report on Radio 4 last week. I think maybe we'd covered it at 3 counties, because one of the hospitals in the region wasn't great. I said, I've heard the report, and mum is not going there. Well, that report, I said, look, there's been a big thing. We're not going there. What other options are there open to us? Well, there's the hospital in High Wycombe, but that could delay the operation, and it could kill your mother. So she said, kill your mother. I said, how long do you think it could delay the operation? Well, it could be as much as 6 weeks. And I said, and I had POA, so I could make any decision. I said, Mum, I would seriously suggest that we wait, because that is not a good hospital. And I was very polite.
Yeah.
I was fuming. I was fuming because she was really, she was so angry that
she obviously wasn't used to being challenged.
No, and I didn't know you could ask for a different hospital until I'd heard this thing on the radio. She wasn't used to it. And Mum said, Ian, I trust you, whatever decision you want to make. I said, okay, we're going to go to High Wycombe. And she got so angry, this surgeon. I mean, I was kind of metaphorically slapping her in the face, I think, but I did it really calmly. I was fuming, but I did it really respectfully. I was really scared as well. I was scared. She got so angry that part of me was thinking, oh, fuck it, just do it.
Yeah.
And we did. It didn't delay it by 6 weeks. I think it delayed it by 3 weeks, which I know in cancer can be vital, but it was vital in this. So we took Mum to the hospital, and she wasn't allowed to eat the day before. And she had to stay in overnight. And so I stayed with her that day until she went to bed. And then I went there in the morning to be with her, but and so they got dressed and ready for the operation. Then they took her down for a scan again, just to check everything. And they were scanning her for ages, like 45 minutes. Should have taken 5 minutes. And the nurse came out and said, we're really sorry. There's a problem. And I was going, oh, Jesus. I was thinking, it's going to be worse. We're going to have to do a mastectomy or something. And she said, we can't find the lump. I'm really sorry, we can't find the lump. And I started getting quite angry because it had been so stressful. What do you mean you can't find the lump?
I remember you talking to me about it, and you thought your mum was going to die.
Yeah. She said, we can't find the lump, and we're going to have to postpone the operation. We can't do it today. And she's going to have another scan, and then we can find the lump. And I was going really angry. What do you mean postpone it? Postpone it. This is crazy. And then I went in. And the surgeon, I guess it was, I don't quite know, or a doctor or someone said, look, this is really odd. We can't find it. We think it's gone, but we don't know for sure. But that's what it's looking like. We have looked and we have looked and we've looked where we've told, and we've got the old x-rays and the old scans, and we've looked, and we can't see anything.
It's incredible,
So
isn't
we
it?
think it's gone, but we don't know. And they calmed me down quite a bit. And Mum didn't have the operation. We came out. She went for a scan. It was that week, I think. It had gone.
I remember you calling me and saying,
it had gone.
It's gone.
Amazing. And we were all set for the operation.
And you were waiting for someone to come in and go, sorry, my mistake, we were looking at the wrong thing. It never happened.
It had gone. And it was going to be an operation to remove it. But if it had got worse, they were going to remove her breast. That was the thing. I seem to remember it. And it had gone. And I mean, it's never been confirmed, but part of me thinks if I hadn't have waited if I hadn't have added that extra 3
might have
weeks delay,
operated.
that lump could have still been there. It was obviously the chemo was working. You know, the chemo had done its job and had got rid of it. But if that I like to think, because it fits my story, that it kind of, the last bit of it vanished during that last 3 weeks. And if she'd have gone into Wexham Park, they would have done that operation. They could have done a mastectomy. That's amazing.
It's incredible,
right? And I'll tell you when it was. It wasn't like a miracle. I call it a miracle. It wasn't a miracle. The chemo did its job. The chemo did its job. After her last chemo session, she had a scan, and there was still a bit of it there. So it was obviously shrinking as it went on.
That's incredible. The attitude of the surgeon, though, you hear about that from time to time, and I get why they get frustrated and they just want everyone to just get on with it so we can line people up, and they've got pressures at stuff. But I think sometimes medical professionals forget that for them it's an everyday thing. For you, it's the worst thing that's happened to you in your life.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've had enough experiences with people close to me having important operations or important treatment to know that they often come out of those meetings not remembering an awful lot about what was said.
Always take a notebook. That's something I'd always been told, and I thought, oh shit, one of those things, I should take a notebook.
Do it, because afterwards you think, did they say that?
Yeah.
Did they say that? I got the impression they meant that. And then the two of you can talk to each other, and that's not what was said at all.
Yeah.
So you've got to keep your wits about you, which is not very easy when you're frightened.
No, not at all. My mum wouldn't.
But well done for sticking to your guns.
Yeah, totally. And it was terrifying. It's terrifying. Anyway, please, Catherine, can we finish this?
5 years, and I just love the place.
According to psychologists, people are happiest when they achieve a state of flow.
I like this lady.
Total immersion
How does she get
in
any
an
pictures that
activity they
aren't?
find
I tell you why.
stimulating.
Again, I bought a camera for my mum, maybe a generation before this, and it had just enough anti-shake, because she shakes. It had enough anti-tremor that she could take pictures with it. So I imagine that's a bit better.
One of those.
Yeah.
Now here's an interesting drain arrangement, and I just want to take a photograph of it.
Much to her surprise.
I'm going to say it. Bod says it's therapeutic to hear these stories. I'm having my own bitter struggle with doctors. Bod, not bod, man. I listen. I really think a lot of your issues, including any struggles you may have with doctors, will go if you did not drink. Want to know why you got blocked on Twitter? Because you were drunk. I really think that a lot of your issues come from you. And what is the common factor in... Here's something I had to do. I had to look at, why was my life so shit? Why did my relationships end so badly? So many of them. Why did... Well done, sober since November the 5th. Great, but keep listening. Why did so many of my jobs end badly? Why did my friends walk away from me? What was the common factor? Well, they're arseholes, could be. The common factor was me. The common factor was me. The common factor was me. And once I realised that, I was able to kind of start shifting things.
I remember you telling me that you thought you were just unlucky.
Yeah, I was unlucky. Or everyone was out to get me. The common factor was me. I was a dick to work with. I treated my partners terribly because I either cheated on them or I was disrespectful in other ways of them. I didn't give my colleagues respect, and I didn't put my all into work. It was me. Great that you've been sober since November the 5th. I really look forward to the point where you start apologising to people for your behaviour. Because I know a few people that could do with an apology from you. And it really pisses me off. Really pisses me off when people... Shut up, Bod. When people, August the 10th, 2011 and October 28 had far fewer than 100 days of drinking. I don't believe you. It really annoys me when people think they can just waltz back in. After they've created mayhem and been disrespectful, and they think they can just walk back in. And that is addressed specifically to you. Okay? So, don't come in here and take over my fucking chat. Don't. Ours. Excuse me. Ours. Please, can we watch the end of this, Catherine?
Heather has achieved this through photography.
I was walking up Slough High Street yesterday, and I looked down and I've never seen so many drain covers in my life.
Genius.
Haven't we seen this? Or was it
We
like
watched
a flash
this clip.
forward?
This was a clip.
Right,
yeah.
okay.
Will Slough ever be happy? I think find out next year, Matty. I think
Find out at
next
some
year.
point.
All different.
It's the end of
And I
this.
thought,
We've got
I'm going to get hooked on this. I spent the whole, about 2 hours taking photographs.
It's gone midnight. We should be wrapping up.
I'll just go and do one.
No,
in
we've
the
got to
middle
finish
here.
this. We've got to finish this. But I like her. Well, listen, we're taking the mick out of this film. I actually like her. I like all of the older people in this.
I just think there's a slightly patronising tone to some of the exercises.
Oh God, totally. But I like the fact that I like this
They're
one.
throwing themselves into it.
She's been given a camera. Go and take pictures of anything you want, and she's taking pictures of the floor. She's doing something different.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
It's got it. I can't take a picture of the litter.
Ardeen says, regardless of the quality of the show, it's only taking this long to get through it because it's sparking some great conversation and stories. It's not. It's because of messages like yours in the chat that are dominating it.
Don't blame Ardeen.
It's interesting because people usually take flowers and trees and animals and things. So I thought, litter's original.
This is called Making Slough Happy from about 2004, 2005. Happy 1st of December. Pinch punch 1st of the month, no return.
At the Making Slough Happy.
Oh.
I'm going to sneeze, and it's going to be 3.
Get ready, you sneeze perverts.
I might be able to stop it. I think I've stopped it.
Disappointing. People were getting ready for that.
The office. Helen Marshall, the artist responsible for producing.
Now I feel bad about the way I spoke to Bod, but it does upset me when people create mayhem and destruction and then think they can return. They can just come in and go, "Hey guys, did you miss me?" It does. So I feel that I was perhaps slightly aggressive with Bod, but do you think I was? Maybe I was.
No, because I know what's been said.
Yeah. Maybe I was. I apologise for my aggression, but the sentiment is true. I don't like it when people, as someone who's created mayhem and destruction, as someone who has, hurt people and upset people, and then tried to come back in and go, "Well, why don't you talk to me?" When actually I've caused people great pain. Do I know him well? I know him well enough to know that he is. What does that got to do with it, Beardsworth? Do you know him well? That's irrelevant to this. I know him well enough. So there you go.
The giant 30-foot collage
Let's just say he made his presence felt.
is downloading the images of her most enthusiastic student.
How many do you think you've taken so far?
I haven't a clue.
See all this
Yes, Alistair. Please, everyone in the chat, be quiet. Let's finish this.
new stuff you've been doing. Because I remember when you first came to me, when I first met you. Do you remember? And what did you say to me? You said, "There's no way."
I can't take photos. And you said, "Here's a camera. Go up Slough High Street. Come back in an hour."
Now, see, this is good because she's now inspired and she's enjoying herself and she's doing stuff that she didn't think she could do.
Also,
Perfect.
she's pushed someone past the boundary of their own, their own imagination, saying, "I can't do it." Yes, you can. Go and make it happen.
These are great. These new ones that you've been taking. I think you've got a real eye. I think it's absolutely amazing. I was just really delighted to see all these images. I just kept looking forward to seeing everything you would bring, and it's always so pleasing. Is that a hearing aid you've taken a picture of?
Yeah.
It's a butt plug.
It is, isn't it? So there's a real quality to your pictures that I think is really very original.
I've been on a high, I think, for the past fortnight or so, and especially since I've done this.
Great. I can see you're going to be going off with your rucksack and travelling the world taking pictures, aren't you?
I know who she reminds me of, Tara, that we used to work with.
Exactly who I was thinking of. Emotional there, choked up, sorry.
Yes.
Great. It's lovely, Heather.
I'm so pleased you're pleased with them.
Yeah, they're great.
Here we go. 10 minutes
With
to go
less
this
than
episode.
3 weeks of the project remaining, are the volunteers any more satisfied with their lives now than when they started?
I think the project's helped me a lot. It's helped me to gain some confidence. It's helped me to, I suppose, reevaluate my life a little bit, and things that were important to me aren't as important to me now, and it's I suppose more about my happiness and people around me being happy.
I can honestly say I feel more contented with myself. Little things like having trouble sleeping at night. Well, fine, I sleep fine now and I have nicer dreams.
I think I've become a much more confident person, so I know so much more about myself.
Why has Stacey got...
Also, none of these people... Did any of them feature in it earlier?
None of them have been in it. Stacey's
They've
got
been on a different exercise.
Stacey's got a giant Policy Street wrapper stuck on her wall.
I can honestly say I feel more
to the
contented
left.
with myself. Little things like having trouble sleeping at night. Well, fine, I sleep fine now and I have nicer dreams.
I think I've become a much more confident person, so I know so much more about myself.
I have really felt a lot better, healthier and happier since doing it.
I like
and
her.
I seem to go around with a permanent grin on my face.
What roundabouts? Oh, God, look. Well, that's... OK, so where Snogden was down here. I forgot you used to be able to... There was an underpass. You used to be able to walk. That's all filled in now. That roundabout isn't there anymore. It's Crossroads. I forgot about that. When they fill in an underpass, do they fill in all the tunnels or do they just cover over that bit? Would the tunnels still be there?
What if you hacked through?
Yeah, that was Slough Library. They're building a hotel there now. Up there is where Cupid's Marital Aids was, and it's now another sex shop, a proper sex shop. This was Thames Valley College that became Thames Valley University. There's I think it's called the Half Moon Pub or something. Anyway,
The start of Making Slough Happy, life satisfaction levels among the Slough volunteers were below average for the UK.
Used to sign on there.
It's now time for Richard Stevens to give his colleagues the results of the latest questionnaires.
It'll be
I
easier
hope
to talk
Slough's
you
getting
through this,
happier.
I think. If we actually look at life satisfaction, if you remember...
Just to check, is this a real meeting or is it just to make them all a little bit happier?
That wasn't very high when we began. In fact, the level was lower than China, I think I mentioned it. Well, we're well above China now.
Oh, great.
We're well above the UK. It's gone up by actually 16%. So we're above the UK average, and we're not quite there, but we're approaching the US average now for that.
For the whole of Slough? For the whole of Slough? Or just for those people?
It sounds suspiciously like bollocks to me.
I have to say, it's an amazingly surprising picture. I wouldn't have predicted that we would have achieved such substantial improvement.
Isn't what's happening here, which, I mean, I don't understand how all the measures work.
Can't believe Slough still isn't happy. This has been on for hours. We're like 8 minutes from the end of this episode, so please, we won't be watching another episode probably this year. We'll come up with something else, I promise. But if you all shut up, we can finish.
But it doesn't surprise me in the sense we brought a whole range of people together. They've started to form relationships.
By the way, Slough...
They didn't make Slough happier. They made about 25 people happier.
Slough is a very ethnically diverse place. When I was there, it was a lot of Bangladeshi, Pakistani and Indian kids. So it was a lot of Asian kids. I believe sort of at the turn of this century, it's become more Eastern Europeans, more Polish. So it's sort of whiter than it was. And it tends to be kind of, I think Poles, I don't know what it is now, 20 years on, all white, middle class people on that panel. Yeah. I don't think there's one person of colour. And Slough, 2005, still a big Asian community. A lot of wonderful, some of the best curry houses, but a lot of brown faces and a lot of Polish people. And they're all white English.
Yeah, hence they're going into sixth form colleges and telling them to jack off. That would help. To sack off their plans and study philosophy.
Why am I so much closer than you? Look at that psychedelic. Look at that. What's going on, man?
I know, man. Something strange went in that sausage I ate earlier. I'm feeling very strange. Anyway, come on.
Please, Jesus, make this end.
They're doing things. It's quite an exciting thing to do. There's a whole national programme they're part of. And all these positive measures are appearing.
I think that's...
I grew up in Slough, Stu. I disagree. It's a whole.
Incredible rise in life satisfaction. It doesn't move that easily, that measure, because we're talking here about your overall evaluation of your life. And so to see such a big jump so quickly,
What I think it means is that this group
we're brilliant.
are looking at themselves differently, and it's almost as if they're looking at their lives through a different lens and seeing something different and something better. And if that continues, then we could have some really dramatic results at the end of this project.
Hey, right.
Those teenagers seemed pretty happy before he started.
Here we go. This is the Britwell estate. This is the Wentworth shops. This is where I used to go as a kid. It's all been knocked down now. I used to have a friend who lived up in these flats, and I used to find flats so exciting because we lived in a house. I used to think, oh God, I want to live in a flat. I had a friend that lived up in these flats. There used to be a cafe here. God, this is where I used to live when I was 11. It was around here. Used to be a cafe there that I used to, on the way to school, even though it was completely opposite direction, would go and play an arcade game. There was a posh hair salon there. And you used to be able to ride your bike and ride around the shops. And this is Wentworth. The library, just around the corner, that I got kicked out of when I was 5 because I was making too much noise. Mate, I was making too much noise. And then outside there was a ring against the wall that you tied dog leads to. And I was banging it like a knocker, and I got told off again. All those buildings are actually dead now.
I was going to say,
they're gone.
That
Wentworth
scene looks a lot like the part of Salford that my grandparents lived in.
5-minute walk from the house I grew up in. Look at that, isn't it funny?
Now gifted humans like Vincent Human.
Sorry, what? That's the Mars factory.
Might think that you're...
When I was a kid, I used to think they were rocket spaceships because a lot of smoke would come out, and that's what rockets looked like in the olden days.
Song is bad.
My dad had an allotment there. Anyway.
But for a person who's just rehearsing well, I've got to say this, my lad. You're the top.
Brett Carr is also looking for dramatic...
This is what this has all been leading to, isn't it? His solo.
He's like the music teacher in Summer Heights High. Is it Summer Heights High? He's Mr. G.
Okay, guys, we're going to do a show. I'm going to do the whole thing for you now to give you an idea of what it's like, okay?
Results. He's been running regular music sessions with some of the volunteers.
Good evening.
Don't mind
He's
me.
training them to be ready for their first public performance at the final event.
Lena says, sorry, I got distracted and missed this. Could we start from the top again? Not a problem.
And this week, he has a big surprise for them.
And I think she speaks for all of us.
She does.
With that face.
On the top. Hello. Hello. Welcome. I've now written a special song, music and lyrics by...
Of course you have.
By me.
Especially for you and for this project.
I see maracas.
I don't know what you're going to make of it. Not a living soul has yet heard this song.
I bet your neighbours are sick of it.
This is going to be great. He's written a song to make Slough happy. You ready, guys? What a way to end tonight's stream.
Though we are facing a planet that's troubling, pulses are racing, adrenaline's bubbling.
Making love in the afternoon. This is incredible. This could be the new theme song. We asked Stephen, didn't we, to record that song for us. I'm really sorry, Stephen. We're going to have to drop it. This is it. This one's called Lick My Love Pump. Yes, okay.
We are ablaze with unbeatable energy, ready to change the world. Battered and bruised, but our souls are uncrushable. Crazed and confused, but our voice is unhushable.
He just called them crazed and confused.
Well, I mean,
in unison, singing in harmony, ready to change the world. We're gonna change the world, aren't we? We're gonna change the world.
Aren't we?
Turning this town into something terrific by helping our sisters in need. Embracing our brothers of every colour and creed.
Oh, God.
Right, while he's singing the line about colour and creed, can we show the shot of the black girl, please? Yeah, thanks.
So clumsy, isn't it?
Changing the colour of every colour and creed.
I don't understand why any of these people are there.
Jump out of bed, there's plenty of love, so grab it.
You're not grabbing my love, you dirty git. You come anywhere near my love and I'll smack you in the chops.
People, it's time to declare
Also, look how he's singing at them hard.
Imagine if they all go,
nah,
it's a bit shit. It's a bit shit. Can we not do, you know, the two lads from Soldier, Robson and Jerome? Can we not do Robson and Jerome?
In spite of our scars, we will not let them censure us. Reach for
Censure?
the stars. We are bold and adventurous.
This guy's face in the shorts.
Ladies and gentlemen, he just rhymed censure us with adventurous. This is great.
Maybe we'll struggle, but nevertheless, we're going to give it a try. We're gonna change the world, aren't we? We're gonna change the world.
He says, not a soul in the world has heard this before.
Yeah.
I find that very hard to believe because he really is.
Quite loud. That's what you were going to say.
I mean, when he was composing this at home, I'm pretty sure most of the street heard it. Also, he's giving it like performance level. He's not doing it the quiet, this is what I'm thinking, guys. And then when you sing it, obviously it's going to be brilliant. He's giving him the full belt, isn't he?
Turning our town into something terrific by helping our sisters in need.
Don't sing that to camera.
Embracing our brothers of every colour and creed.
They didn't just have the black girl
again,
did they? Not for just for the build up to the. Did they do that again? Jesus, that's awkward, isn't it? That is ham-fisted.
We're gonna change the world, change the world.
Key change.
By killing children. Are you with me or against me? You missed the key change. You did have a key change in it.
Well, I thought you could do with a few more.
Right. Well, I want to hear it one more time.
No.
Yeah, I do, but I'm not going to interrupt it. We're going to play it.
Please, can we not?
All the way through.
Can we?
I love it when you get like this.
Not
you actually
a living
mean it.
soul.
I really do mean it. I
You
don't
actually
think I
mean
can
it.
live through
Here
another
we go.
one.
No, we're going to interrupt it now. Oh, hang on.
Oh, we are facing a planet
I can't
that's
play it at
troubling.
faster speed on
Pulses
this,
are
sorry.
racing, adrenaline's bubbling. We are ablaze with unbeatable energy, ready to change the world. Battered and bruised, but our souls are uncrushable. Crazed and confused, but our voice is unhushable. Singing in unison, singing in harmony, ready to change the world. We're gonna change the world, aren't we? We're gonna change the world. Turning this town into something terrific by helping our sisters in need.
Cut to the black girl.
Embracing our brothers of every colour and creed.
Terrible.
Jump out of bed,
She
there's
hates
plenty
it.
of love, so grab it. People, it's time to declare.
Key change.
In spite of our scars, we will not let them censure us. Reach for the stars, we are bold and adventurous. Maybe we'll struggle, but nevertheless, we're going to give
how
it
he's
a
got the
try.
music and words on the thing.
We're
Not
gonna
looked at it
change
once.
the
Not
world,
looked at it once.
aren't we? We're gonna change the world. Turning our town into something terrific by helping our sisters in need.
Straight down the barrel.
Embracing our brothers of every colour and creed. We're gonna change the. We're gonna change.
This is Boris
the
trying
world,
to sell
change
Brexit.
the world.
Really angry singing.
We've just got the results back in, and apparently Slough's more miserable again. I don't know, has anybody done anything to negate that?
Considering did they say he's a psychotherapist?
He's getting a standing O. He's getting
a one-man standing O.
A standing O.
A psychotherapist is showing a shocking lack of self-awareness, isn't he?
One man standing O. OMSO.
Plankton says, I'm going to change the world by going back in time and killing his parents before he was born, so we didn't have to listen to that twice.
This girl at the end, look, she's doing the...
Oh, God.
If anyone claps on any part of their body, if they can't be bothered to put a drink down and do that, we've all been there, they're not applauding. There we go. She stops.
Going.
Do you feel that captures in any way what we're trying to achieve?
This woman on the end is self-soothing
Turning
by
our
touching her
town
hair.
into something terrific.
Uh-huh.
Can you rethink that? Because some of us think our town's terrific already.
Okay.
This guy.
He didn't like that, did he?
Okay, I think my song is perfect as it is, but okay.
He didn't like that. Okay, if you're going to be like that, why
Let's
don't you
hear
go and
your
write
song.
the effing song, you prick?
Bong!
We're going to see the young lady clap again. Then we're going to get the...
Do you feel that captures in any way what we're trying to achieve here?
The line turning our town into something terrific.
Uh-huh.
Can you rethink that? Because some of us think our town's terrific already.
Okay.
I like that line. Turning our town into something terrific. It goes very well.
Again, I'll be democratic and go with a majority.
No, I'm just saying. No, I do. I think it goes.
I just like challenging negative perceptions of our town.
Okay, leave that with me. This is a first draft, you must remember. Very first draft.
Who's going again?
They asked for it.
Though we are facing a planet that's troubling,
Dave.
pulses are racing, adrenaline's
bubbling.
bubbling.
What building is it? I don't know what that is. That's not... No, it's not the Rotunda. What is that?
We are ablaze with unbeatable energy, ready to change the world.
Yeah, he's been writing this song for years.
Really good. I really got a good feeling. It was really uplifting, and I did get goosebumps and a shiver
That's
go down
Mark
my
Bolan's
back
daughter, isn't
when
it?
we were singing it.
We can change the world, can't we? Which is the title of the song he's composed, which I really do
I don't think it is called that.
with the music is quite something that could sell happiness right through Slough.
Next week, the experts get a little carried away.
We're gonna change.
Oh God, he's making them sing it in their meeting.
We're gonna change the world.
It's spreading.
Slough gets even more excited.
I'm starting to think this whole show is an ego wank for him. And for them all to a certain extent.
The volunteers can't contain their happiness.
You've been terrific.
My dreams, they're in tatters.
I couldn't get in to see the Wedding Crashers. It was sold out.
Please.
I found it so funny.
Please don't make me hear that song again.
Vince and Owen at their best. What, so that's Wedding Crashers?
Yeah.
What is that? Anyone know what that is?
Free Willy or something.
Free Willy.
Please end this now.
Such a pleasure to have on the
Sweet Wicked.
And a big bunch of balloons takes
can't-
Richard Reeves
Finally,
all
he's
the way
carrying
to
something
the
appropriate.
Making Britain happy.
I can't. I've got to go to the Foreign Office, and I'm not going to enter with the balloon.
You could let it go just before you go in.
That's litter, mate.
That was... oh no, that was after 9/11. Before 7/7. What year was 7/7?
I don't know, I was at work, I remember.
Okay, so you got an alibi. That's great.
No,
Fantastic.
but what I'm saying is, it will be 2005-ish, was it?
Okay.
Let me check, because I feel bad for not knowing.
What makes you happy? Do you find happiness at work or amongst your friends? Is religion or sex more important to your mental well-being?
2005, yeah.
If you're a digital viewer, press red now to explore how your feelings change through the day. For other ways to boost your happiness, go to bbc.co.uk.
The old internet browser.
/lifestyle.
Go to HTTPS.
Happiness is just a button press away.
All right, so we've got another one of those to watch. I'm going to suggest we don't watch it tonight.
It was 2005, there you go.
Out of the chaos of post-communist Russia, power was carved up by the few. A leader was chosen and expected to toe the line. He had other ideas. What happens when the puppet turns on his masters? Russian Godfathers, coming soon to BBC Two.
Finished. Life can be tough up here, but even tougher down here. David Attenborough shows us life in the undergrowth. Tomorrow at 9 on BBC One.
She had a very licky voice.
Because of this programme, some hospitals have cleaned up their act.
We haven't mocked a single toilet yet.
Because of this program, the chances of surviving childbirth in one African country have increased.
She's 3 kilo 100.
Because of this program, the Olympic movement was forced to tackle corruption in its ranks.
How many votes do you think you might be able to influence?
This program is Panorama. Find out what happened after the credits rolled. Panorama, what happened next? Sunday, 10:15, BBC One.
Tape it.
Choosing your friends is a life and death decision. Rome, tomorrow at 9. Now with only 25 shopping days to go, we're getting festive and frustrated on...
What?
What are the chances?
BBC Two. It is still only November. No wonder they're grumpy.
Your men and women at Christmas.
I can't remember.
Okay, I think we get that.
I used to like them.
I like most of the people that were in that opening. I don't really watch those programs, but I like most of the people that I've worked with. I was on what's her name, Arabella Weir.
Mm-hmm.
I was on Weakest Link with Arabella. She used to live near me in Muswell Hill, and
I used to watch her on the telly. That's how I know her.
Well, I know her.
Yeah,
I know her. Jesus, it's 12:30.
I know. Enough of this nonsense. Go to bed.
About 300 people have. Right. So that was shonky old shows. That's what we do on a Monday. Thank you. Did you enjoy?
I enjoyed parts of that. We're gonna change the world, aren't we? So that was fun. I dominated the show, did I? No, stop with this domination bollocks. It's not. It's not happened.
Thank you, everybody. That was fun.
Tomorrow is Tuesday Club.
Oh, we missed Nigel.
Oh God.
We missed Nigel. Which is
I would say ring him back, but there's no point.
No. Tomorrow is Tuesday Club. What does that mean?
It means we're going to be feeding our souls. Feeding our souls.
Bit more spiritual on Tuesday. So that is not helpful to anybody.
We are, though. All night.
We've got Kate Garner coming on, who's a brilliant musician, and we're going to have a guided meditation. The guided meditation is going to be about 10 o'clock. For about 50 minutes, we're going to have a little chat first, about 5 past 10. And you are very, very welcome to join along. We won't have anyone on Zoom doing it, I don't think. It'll be me and Catherine. Are you going to do it?
Do what?
The meditation?
Yeah.
Good.
Why wouldn't I? I'm a very meditative person.
So not on Twitch. What site are you using? What? What? No idea what that means. So that's tomorrow. And it'll be fun.
But now it's time to find your next favourite streamer.
So let's do a little cheeky little raid.
Let's find someone good.
Oh, I got the wrong.
Because some of these people will not be going to sleep.
No, wait a minute. Don't know how to do these new things.
Flipping it.
I don't know how you do it.
This is all over the shop.
I don't need it. I need one. Right.
There's a clip here.
Yeah, there's a clip, so you can clip it on there so it doesn't fanny about.
Fancy.
Right. We will
radio.
So,
my stomach is going.
Well, we're gonna change the world, aren't we?
Aren't we?
Aren't we? Well, that's Nico Chan. So let's just have a little look see here. So we did Nico Chan the other day. Do you mind if I have a little look at retro games?
I would love you to have a look at retro games.
Would that be okay?
Yeah.
It's got a retro vibe going on.
Do it.
Let's just see. So we want to see them. And it wants to be a good game. Let's have a little look here. So we've got it from low to high, right? So we've got a lot of with one viewers. I love the retro stuff. I think that was how we found you, Faith. I would guess it was there. Thank you for that sub, Danny. Load of subs tonight. Thank you. This is our job, so it is appreciated. Donkey Kong, but we can't see the person that's doing it. Can we? Is that person in the corner?
New. Yes.
He's got a hat on. No, it's not. There's not.
I think he must be one of them hackers.
There's got to be a hacker in it.
Yeah, sitting in the shadows with a hat on.
Got that Eyes Among Us mask. What do they call it? Dead Man Eyes. That film. Eyes Balls.
Eyeballs.
The Eyes Wide Shut mask.
Right.
Okay, here we go. We're going to find someone. I want to be able to see them.
Who's that?
The Wolfman.
No, I was looking at that.
No, it's a lousy game. Stay with us. Stay with us. Be worth it. Trust me, this will be worth it. We're going to find your new favourite streamer. It's going to happen. Retro's tricky because retro doesn't really mean retro to me. Some of these games.
Some of these games are virtually brand new to us.
Exactly. Oh, I'm struck. Musical adventures, improv. Imagine if we turn it up and he's going, "Oh, we're going to change the world, aren't we?" He's not playing that, is he?
Making love in the night time.
I play songs and loops. Come by and say hi. I ignored that burn as well.
Your ears should be burning.
Okay, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I just got a vibe. Sometimes what you don't know is sometimes Catherine emits a vibe, and I don't even need to look at her to feel the oisha. Okay, moving on.
You know the Ready Brek man. It's that kind of thing.
Oh, look at that baby! I shit my pants. Right. Too young to be streaming on here.
Oh, there's a gusset.
Oh, not your favourite Twitch streamer. Okay. Oh, the return of. Okay, that's not rude. This guy.
Yes. Oh my God. We got some awesome DJs in here. Definitely give
I would love to, but it's 12:30.
Too damn noisy, man.
No, we can't. Not at this time of night. Let's go down. Right, we're going to find one. Simpsons Hit and Run is a great game, by the way. But right, that baby, I shit my pants. Okay, right. Let's keep going. We're going to find someone. Oh, is that it?
What's that guy doing with the robo dog?
He's watching TV. That's a TV program. All right. Well, that retro games wasn't working.
There were people in there not doing retro games.
Yeah. All right. So browse. All right. Let's music. I just feeling something. Yes. Just feeling that there's something. Come chill, good vibes, 0 views. The church. Oh, hang on.
They might.
Let's just see if he. Hello?
It's so chill, it's silent.
Let's go in. Let's do it.
Do as a song. Oh.
Let's do it. You reckon? This could be the killer.
Okay, well, it's going to go one of two ways.
Or maybe not. Maybe not. He's not. Oh.
There's someone else there. There's a kid
What?
in the
Let me
corner.
ask.
Here we go.
What's going on, man? Is it?
Combing his beard. Oh, he's one of you.
Oh no! No! What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Okay, let's.
The Kenny G. He's changed.
This effect would give me a headache.
Yeah.
No, that affects Dan Aykroyd on drugs. No, thank you. Corey Foss live.
Spotify playlist that you like.
Okay.
All these songs.
It's very quiet, isn't it? Is it quiet for you?
I don't really know them. Just listen to them while I work, and then I'll absorb them that way.
Shall we go here?
Yeah.
I like the look of her. Be nice. If you like, click follow. If you don't like, then
leave quietly. She doesn't need to know.
Is she still going, or is she?
I do recognize it, but I don't think I know it.
We're back tonight at 9. What fun today! Thank you.
I recognize the went to the mountains.
You're about to. By the way, if you've not done this before, you're about to make her night. It's not an exaggeration. She'll love it. We'll see you tonight at 9. Tutty bye.
See you then, night.